frenemy, any mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Frenemy, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Frenemy, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Frenemy, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck.
So as Memorial Day rolls around once again this year, we're all going to be engaging in a lot of fun summertime activities that include swimming, gardening, playing in the sandbox, and cooking that big feast on the grill. There's a couple parasites, however, that we want you to be aware of so you can stay free of infection as you enjoy these fun summertime activities.
Okay, so we're just at the start of the small intestine, and we can just about see, this is the first glimpse of one of the tapeworms. This worm is probably between 1 and 2 meters in length. You can see how closely the worm is associated with the intestine. We have the wall of the intestine closing in around the worm, so very tightly adhered to it. The segments themselves increase in size as we move down the length of the worm. So this is still quite near the front end because these segments are quite shallow.
Cryptosporidium causes watery diarrhea for about 1 to 2 weeks and subsequent dehydration, which can be serious. Cryptosporidium is a particularly bad problem if you're very young or very old, pregnant, or immune compromised.
Here we've got the biggest segments here. So these segments are probably about 1 centimeter or so in size, and again dipping back down into the back parts of the intestine. Okay, so here we have a fairly sexually mature segment here. It's ready to start producing eggs, and the animals themselves self-fertilize, so there are male and female parts within this segment, and self-fertilization takes place. The whole of the segment will then become completely full of eggs and will eventually detach from the worm and pass out in the fecal material.
To prevent Cryptosporidium infection, we basically don't want swimming pools and public fountains to get contaminated in the first place. So if you are suffering from a Cryptosporidium infection or have any sort of diarrhea, please do not go swimming for about 1 to 2 weeks after those symptoms disappear. If you are a swimmer, it's a good idea to shower or rinse off after using the pool or hot tub.
Hi guys, it's your pontiff, the Poontiff. Hello, it's Archibald Chesterfield III. Many people have said to me, why, Archie, did you use the name ArchieLuxury? And it's because I'm the reincarnation of Cary Grant. That's right, guys, I'm That's right. Because it's Archibald Leach. That was his real name. And I'm Archie with the parasites. Guys. So just to let you straight, I'm welcoming people onto the program. I am no longer posting links. At the end of the stream, I would promote somebody else's channel. I ain't a charity! I'm here for me! And I will be selling the right to put your link there. Obviously, JJ gets an exemption because he's just a cool faker. And if you've got an unmonetized channel, I would consider it. Guys, I have recently removed quite a number of wrenches. I had bad news yesterday. Some people could not donate. It's very disappointing. So some wrenches have been removed. People have been removed from blocks. And let's proceed. Now, let's start the super chats and let's talk watch stories. I was honored to have Stefano on the last couple of days. He's actually quite an interesting dude. Love him. Great story. I get a lot of sustenance out of Stefano. He tells me how he overcame the cancer. He was an architect. He's trained to be an architect and loved the jewelry and the watch trade. It's just a great story there. LA Meth Witch, good morning. Let's start the super chats. The super chats. Guys, I got another idea. I'm thinking about bringing on a guy I went to school. That's right. This is one of my school guys. And I'm thinking, you know what, guys? I could bring him on and we could have the audience could interview him. It's just an idea. Tell me what you think. Okie dokie, we got Lolex. Hello, how are you?
How are you, Archie?
Hey, man, I'm confused. You got loyalties here, loyalties there, and we got Saad. I don't know who Saad is. I said some of his comments were a bit... Saad, if you want to get on, you got to show your picture in the waiting room. I want to see who you are because I got a feeling you might be... Some of the things you're saying, Saad, just a little bit unfriendly. And I got a rancher there. Rancher, just show your face and we'll see. How are you, Rolex? Tell me this. The Californian, I gotta tell you, man, I used to love you, then you went and blurted on the other stream what an asshole I was and how you'll never do Archie again. I'm disappointed, Lolex. What happened, man? I thought you loved me, man. Peace, bro.
You need to give me the script next time, Archie.
Yeah, but I just thought you were loyal to your Parniv.
You gotta give me the script, you psycho. You didn't tell me anything was happening. I come on and you just start yelling at people. And I'm like, what is going on? And I don't find out until after the stream.
This is... See, because you're not...
I'm just supposed to always be loyal no matter what you do. No matter how crazy you get.
Exactly. That's worked well for a lot of them. Speaking of... Oh, my God, he's taken the beard. You know what? You look much nicer without that stupid beard on. It was crap, man.
I liked you.
It was crap. I mean, I've tried to grow a beard once last year.
Can you grow a beard, Arch? Can you grow
I did on my... I hated it. It was so itchy.
Can you do a real beard, or is it like patchy, like in areas?
No. I'm Ukrainian, Eastern European, and I got proper hormones in my body.
Okay, you guys hear that? If you super chat Archie $500, he'll grow a beard.
Ooh. Yes, 500 US. It's done, baby.
500 US, and Archie will grow a beard.
Yeah. And the parameters on that is to be for 2 months. We've got to have a time constraint, 2-month period. And it's itchy. Okay.
I would love to see that. That'd be so awesome. Get
Kurt,
beard, guys.
Can you expand on Singapore humor, Arch? Ooh. Actually, you know what? I just uploaded a video today poking a Singaporean. You guys wouldn't get the comedy, but la, that's kind of Singlish. That's how they say. It's kind of, they got their own little language there. And I told him to stop listening to aunties. Aunties as a derogatory term for middle-aged women over there.
Is it?
It's sort of semi-derogatory.
Okay.
They got a pecking order. Anyhow, that's what... Yeah, I love... Because the reason I'm really into the Singaporeans is that I do the Elite Luxury channel with Alice. She's Singaporean. She was a hot baby in her day. She used to be an air stewardess.
Oh, wow.
She was a former hostess.
Is she actually Mimi T's mother?
Nope. No, because Mimi T was Japanese and Taiwanese mix. This girl is Chinese Singaporean.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the go there. Run the shrink $2. Wow, Tim currently rebel. He's not. Tim is here. Look, he stopped his stream. He came on. What are you talking about?
What is he smoking?
What
I
is he
don't
smoking?
understand this. You know,
Telling you, like,
it's
these people.
it's kind of strange, and yeah. I'm thinking about bringing a guy I went to school with. What do you think of that as an idea? You can interview him. This is a guy I went to school with. What do you think of that as an idea?
It's interesting.
What was he? Were you guys friends in high school?
I never
Why
really
would he do
had
that?
friends. Friends are something, you know, it's something that friends, I was a loner. That's why Archie's got this massive chip on his shoulder. You know what I mean?
So he wasn't a friend. He was someone that you knew.
Well,
in
I
high
never.
school.
He was probably the closest to a friend. Speaking of friends, here's the wizard.
Mighty
The
Pontiff. Hello, Mighty Pontiff.
Hey,
you did there,
wizard.
Archie.
How are you, man?
We have Mr. Lolix on the West Coast, and we have Tim. Oh, Tim shaved. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Bad.
Archie moved me to the last spot. I see what.
Tell-
The pecking order. The pecking order.
Well, it's
The
actually
business,
Tim.
the
Tim
business.
keeps looking in the camera a certain way, and
Oh.
I'll be honest with you, Stefano.
Oh, he's definitely. the
I'd
top
almost
dog.
pay money to have Stefano on the show. He's just.
I agree. He's great.
You are
You know.
too kind, sir.
Stefano, I wanted to ask you watch stories. Do you have any heartbreaking stories? You've bought watches from someone who. Tell me a story about watches. I want to hear a story.
The most heartbreaking one I have, Pontiff, is 1992. A family came into the jewelry store where I was a manager and had to sell all their watches and jewelry because they couldn't afford to bury their father.
Wow.
What
That
sort
was
of
the
watches did
saddest
they
one.
have?
The kid had a what the heck? A 11601 Rolex, but everything else was Omega, Hamilton, couple of little. I looked at it. It was worth maybe 3,000. I helped and gave 4,000. I took the goods and I didn't even sell it. I just gave it away. Gave it away to other families. That's all. Couldn't do it. Couldn't bring myself to it. And anyway, it was an old Rolex. It looked like a rainbow bracelet. But it was sad. They didn't have enough money to bury their own dad and husband. So
Right.
Wow.
Why is that? What went wrong? What just money's tight?
the father was a big horseman. What we say is that he
gambler.
liked to feed the horses golden hay. So
He was a gambler. Problem
yes,
gambler.
he was.
What nationality? Is it okay to ask?
They were Yugoslavian, actually, but I
Oh,
knew them because they spoke Italian. They were from Veli Loshin, which is Croatia, so they speak Italian. So
My God, what a sad story.
very sad, very sad.
Toyota Mo, $5. Tim Luxury, can you tell us punters what got you into wrist watches, please? Yes, Tim. Tim.
Ooh. Well, what is it? Tim Wright or Tim Luxury? Because Tim Luxury got into watches because he wanted to look swanky.
Yes.
No, but I got into watches because you know what? Because I had that Apple Watch, and that thing just really got on my nerves. I had to charge it every day, and then at the end of its life, it needed like 2 charges a day. It gets so annoying.
Watch Wizard, $20 for the Pontiff's microphone fund. Thank you,
Screw that,
Stefano.
I'm on
My
Stefano,
pleasure, Pontiff. My pleasure. It's an honor for you to bring me on. That's the way I look at it.
I want to ask you this. Now, in your time in the jewelry business, what stories did you have? Any stories with watches? Like, hey, that's the saddest story. What's any other stories that come to mind?
I was working as the manager at Gindy Jewelers, which was right across the street from Macy's Herald Square. And I had 2 guys come in and I go, "You're Canadian, eh?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, how'd you know, huh?" I'm like, "I can tell from your accent, dude. Even though I don't live in Canada, I was born there." He goes,
Yes.
"We're looking for good watches, good steak, and tickets on the floor for the Knicks versus the Bulls. I look
Yes.
at the guy and go, those tickets will cost you more than the watch I could sell you.
Yes.
He says to me, no problem. Black Amex will travel. I go, it said Dr. Ranson. I'm like, you got it, Jack. Nope. I made more money on the commission I got from the ticket broker than I did on the two bright. I sold the Brightly and the Omega to him. His friend, neurologist, got an Omega solid gold constellation, the old style, if you remember, with the Linky bracelet. And he
Not the
bought
Manhattan,
a solid.
not the Manhattan type.
Yeah, definitely not. And the other guy got a two-tone steel and gold crosswind chronograph. He wanted it in gold. We didn't have it in stock. So I sold him that. And I sold him a nice pair of earrings for his girlfriend. And then I made a call to the bride. I go have your steak. Go around the block. Go see Giuseppe. Tell him Stefano sent you. And we'll take care of it. The wine's on me. And by the time he got back, I made 10 grand commission on 40,000 US that they paid for the tickets. They were on the court side. So
And they
I
probably
was
had a
very
great
happy.
time. They probably had a great time too.
Oh, yeah. So did I after when I went to the bank and deposited my money.
Tell me this, Stefano. How about have you I was actually, it's quite interesting. Yesterday I got sidetracked. I was researching Cary Grant. Archibald Leach, by the way. I don't know if you know that. He was married to Barbara Hutton, the Woolworths heiress.
Archie, drop the link.
For who? Sod?
I don't know. Yes.
No, Archie doesn't want to.
Yeah, I'm not getting good vibes with him. He doesn't show his face. I don't know who he is. I'm just not getting good vibes.
Maybe he's going to show his face. Maybe he had to get the camera.
Cary Grant was a Hollywood actor in the 40s and 50s.
He was a suave and debonair man.
He was from England. He had the transcontinental accent. He had and he was probably, in the Hall of Fame after Bogart, it's Cary Grant.
He lived to 82. Jesus.
Yes, he did. He had a heart attack. He's also he was a businessman on the board of Fabergé. That's the cosmetic. I don't know if it's the Fabergé American
Eggs? Or when you say Fabergé, eggs. He lived to 82. Good for him. Or 86.
Yeah.
He was very suave.
Yeah, he was a really cool guy. Anyhow, the thing is, I was reading about Barbara Hutton. She inherited equivalent of $1 billion, right?
Back then.
And she basically blew it all.
Wow.
Okay? She was married to Cary Grant for a while. Cary Grant didn't take any money off her. He just married her, and she was I want to ask you, any super rich people, did you ever give me some super rich people you dealt with? Did you deal with super rich?
He says he's going to open his face, so can you drop the link again?
Okay.
He says it's not working.
Super rich. I guess I have quite a few very good celebrity clients Horace Ballmer. He used to be the executive vice president of NBA trading, and I did all their offices, which was about $250,000 in the early 90s. And he was the one that got me Michael Jordan's autograph for my son on a 24x20. I've done Brioni, the showroom for Brioni. Sonia
Brioni is the super expensive.
Oh yeah,
suits. I mean, they're like $10,000.
$10,000 for, and if you want him, it's $25,000 for him to do your suit.
Whew.
I did Sonia Riquel. Are they good?
They're brilliant.
They're supposed to be the top, the elite of the elite.
They're even better than a Zegna suit, aren't they?
Oh yeah, better than Zegna for
Zegna's
sure.
expensive. Let's not scoff at Zegna is ridiculous.
But nothing like Brioni.
Remember James Bond, where allegedly in the books he wore Brioni.
Yes, exactly. Well, in the beginning he wore Dunhill, Savile Row, and Dunhill.
Oh,
Dunhill. Is that
I love Dunhill. That's such a great
yes,
brand.
so do I. Very.
You remember the Dunhill watches?
Oh yes.
I mean, they were garbage, but I mean,
still, they had some pizzazz to them.
Hey, let me tell you this, Stefano. Sorry?
Tim and I are so lost right now.
Look at this. See this here.
Dunhill?
This is a Dunhill.
That's
the Dunhill
silver.
Now look at this. See what happens is when you turn it, it shrinks in to use it, and then when you pull it out, it goes up so you can put it in your pocket.
That's beautiful.
That's Dunhill engineer. You know
Of
what I mean?
course.
It's just Dunhill was very popular in Asia.
Very much so.
But
Dunhill,
it kind
DuPont.
of found. Yeah, Dunhill. It unfortunately, as smoking became unfashionable, it kind of remember. I don't know if you remember the '80s ad for Dunhill. They had these Dunhill. It must be beautiful. It must be the best of its kind. Remember
right.
that?
Yes.
I mean, people got so sucked into that shit. You know, as a lower middle class guy, my eyes would water. You'd think, if only I had that briefcase or the cufflinks or the lighter. Man, the lighter.
But Pontiff, you have better. You have LV.
Yeah, but this is before. You know what I mean? Like,
That
Dunhill
was before
British.
then.
You know,
Before, yeah.
that was British. You know, like
Yes.
it was.
British
Here we-
nobility. Yes, sir.
Here we go. Kurt A. North by Northwest. Notorious.
yes.
Both
Oh,
brilliant.
yes.
Cary Grant, Alfred
Oh, yes.
Hitchcock films.
Oh, yes.
And I got to tell you. So he came in. He bought watches from you.
Yes.
What did you sell him?
Who, the doctor? Who we're talking about now?
The NBA guy.
Oh, no. I'm an architect by
you're an
virtue
architect
of
by-
education,
okay.
so I did that. I also did Sonia Riquel, which is a famous Paris designer. Back then, the dresses were like 20
Yeah.
grand a piece. I did Vera Wang.
Have you met Vera Wang?
Yes, I did. Because she
How
has
is
to
she?
prove everything.
How is
She's
she?
very down to earth and very quiet.
Is she nice?
She's a beautiful Asian lady. I like Asian women. Well, you know.
That's what I'm asking. Hey, that's what. So you actually
think
met
you're talking
Vera
to,
Wang?
Yeah, but very low key, very well spoken, soft spoken,
Polite?
very polite. So one of the few Asians, because Asians, when I lived in Hong Kong for 8
They
years,
can be nasty.
the rich, like a waiter, like let's go. You know, they're very curt. They're very like
Yeah.
Filipinos
No.
are the same. The rich Filipinos,
Yes.
oh,
I understand.
very snooty, snobby.
Yeah, I don't like that really.
No.
You know.
You have a super chat.
Juco Ted $5 was offered Bruce Wayne box, new inbox, stickered 18,000 US, no tax. Should I do it? Sounds expensive.
It is, but if it's stickered, fully stickered, and no tax, might as well jump on it because they go for like 15, 16 plus tax. So why not? If your heart wants it, do it. I personally wouldn't. But
What I would do is, I tell you what I would do if you were. I think one of the top dealers in Juco Ted is a cool guy. But Juco Ted, what I would do is I would go and have a look. I'm just going to share the screen with you now because this is a little bit of sponsorship because these guys look after me. David SW. I'd go to David SW and I would have a look and see what they're going for on David SW because David SW is kind of a premium. He is kind of a very well-regarded dealer.
he is.
You know, there's no... he is a quality dealer, okay? He
There you
is
go.
like going.
They're
Look, there we go.
19,000, 18,000, 19 plus he has to charge tax. So if
Okay,
it's
so here we
brand
go,
new
19,000. There you go. So I'll be
worth
honest with you. I'd probably go to David SW. See if David SW will give you the Archie discount. And what
Archie.
the hell do you? What do you
Archie.
care about it being
Archie.
stickered?
Drop the link, because you're dropping the YouTube link, not the StreamYard link.
Oh.
Having
I don't even know who this sad guy is. Who
Well,
is
he
he?
said he's going to turn on the camera. He said he's going to turn on the camera.
Okay,
Maybe
because
it's gonna be
I'm
ratings
sick of
gold.
mucking around with him. You know, I mean,
know.
man, you
Send
want
the
to come
super
on?
chat. Why can't he send the super chat? $100.
Yeah, send
Come
a
on.
super chat. That's exactly right.
He said he wants to show a collection. Well, come on, man.
Well, send
Well,
at least
super
50 to
chat.
the Pontiff to kiss
Yeah,
the ring.
exactly.
least.
Yeah.
So I got to tell you here, looking at David SW, that's actually doesn't sound like a bad price.
Look at Pepsi, 24 grand.
Yeah, look at that. It's. I got to be honest with you. I think all of this stuff is really, you've got to really, really want it. I
Yeah.
think, you know what I think, even a black, look at a black, they're going for 18. See,
Yeah.
they're becoming valuable. What's the least valuable one here? What's the least valuable? See? Okay, we've got one for 15. Okay, there we go. We've got one 15. We've got a black. Oh, there's one for 13. Look at this. A little bit older. 13. That's what I'd go. 14.
Yeah.
I reckon the Explorer 2, let's have a look at how they are going. See, they're starting to rise as well.
Oh, yeah.
They're a fair wedge cheaper there.
Yep.
Okay, so Sad, all you got to do is just super chat and we'll let you on the stream.
He's never seen Roadhouse.
I think the richest person I ever did business with was the Wilf family, the guys that own the Minnesota Vikings.
And how were they? This is for architect or watches?
Architecture. For watches, the most famous or the most... Who did I sell one to?
Oh, he's Is that
Hi
him?
guys, how are you?
Hey.
Can't
How are
see him
you?
because
How
of
are
the
you,
super
Kim?
chat.
How are you, Archie?
I'm okay. So tell me, get to the point. How can we help you?
What's up,
Okay,
mate?
I just wanted to quickly show you some of my watches.
Sure, let's have a look.
Where is it? This is the sorry, the Datejust.
Okay,
I,
good so far.
do you see it?
Yeah,
Barely.
your camera-
It's not clear. You have to back
his
out.
camera from his camera.
Take
is
the
like
camera
There we
out of
go.
the fish tank.
There we
This
go.
is the date with the green dial.
Okay.
Ooh. Very
Okay.
cool.
Dark green or olive green?
And I have this one in pink gold. I cannot hear you properly. I have some issues with the mic, I believe. Pink gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lower.
rose gold.
And this is the stainless steel Daytona.
Ooh.
116520.
Okay.
Yes.
Very nice.
And I have around 40 Mont Blanc pens also. I love collecting pens, so if you want, I can show you some of them also.
Hey,
Where you
just
from?
hold on.
Sorry, there is some issue
Where
with
are
my
you from?
speaker. I am from Pakistan.
Ooh.
Salam alaikum.
Got you.
Walaikum salam. Thank you so much.
Watches
Wow.
24, $5. Arch, is it better that your crew loves or fears you?
Ooh.
It's not fears, but loves and respect him.
Yes.
Let me put some
The problem
headphones,
is,
please.
that I got to be honest with you. Sometimes their fame and fortune these guys have made goes to their head,
Super
and
chats,
they
change him.
change.
Yeah.
They're not the same. You know
Super
what I mean?
chat. Super
Yeah.
chats change
Get
people.
to your head. It gets to your head. It
Toyota
spikes
Mo,
with your brain.
$5. Arch, it's $100 to appear on your show if you are not a cast member. Stefano, Lolex, and Tim are obviously part of the cast. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes here. He's okay.
He's polite so far.
He's
I was
Not
gonna
polite.
Zane.
He's okay. He's
Yeah.
He's not
okay.
Zane,
It's
for
okay.
sure.
It's okay. It's,
Definitely not saying.
we just if he just sits in the corner and shuts up for a bit, I think things will be well.
Yeah, just-
Stefano, I wanted to ask you.
Yes, sir.
So did you? Which people you sold watches to? What's the most expensive watch you sold?
I never finished it because I had left that store, but I took a $200,000 deposit on a Lady Kala.
That's the Vasher and Constantine,
That's
isn't
right.
it?
It was
It's one of
$892,000
the most
plus
expensive
tax.
watches in the world, isn't
That's
it?
the one Onassis had specially designed for Maria Callas.
Wow. And who was buying that? Somebody with
some
money.
billionaire developer for his soon-to-be wife, I guess.
Did
they
you
were
get a
engaged.
commission on that sale?
I got my commission before I left, and I told my boss, "You give me my commission now, and we're okay." I had to. Oh, you coming back? Yes, I'm going to come back. I'm going on vacation only. But I took my check. I cashed it. As soon as I deposited and it cleared, I said, "By the way, I changed my mind. I'm not coming back." At least I
Well,
got my
that's okay.
commission.
How much was the commission?
$23,000. He goes
It's a
to
lot of
me,
money.
$750. I go, if I sell it for $8, you're gonna give me the extra 25 grand? He said yes, but he gave me 23, but it's okay. That was good enough for me. That was the most expensive piece I ever sold.
Was the guy who bought it a nice guy?
Very nice. Oh, you should have seen him. He was your type. Dunhill suit, cigar, Dunhill lighter, Dunhill pen, all Dunhill. because I made the mistake. I go, is that a DuPont? He goes, no, this is a Dunhill. You know, the old ones with the bubble head? Poop. I go,
yes,
beautiful.
the little...
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I only smoke, and he pulls it out of the aluminum case. I only smoke Dunhills. I don't smoke
Actually,
Cubans.
Dunhill cigars, I got to tell you, they are...
very expensive.
Look, they're actually... They're an AIDS cigar. I don't know if you know.
Yes.
They had Honduras and Dominican. I had a
Yes.
few. I had the Dunhill Santana is one of my favorite. It's got a ring gauge, so it starts off small and it goes
Small and
out
goes
like a
thick.
trumpet.
Yep.
Oh my God! It just sit there. I remember smoke. I had bought a box of them. I can never get another box. Just
Why
a
not?
night. They're an age.
You
They're
don't
not.
smoke cigars anymore?
I can't afford it.
Oh, maybe it's time I send a gift to the Pontiff.
These things are so expensive because of taxes in my country. You know, everyone's gone anti-smoking. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good cigar would set you back $50. You know, 40. You know, it's ridiculous. Jay Wright, £2. The Greed Fest is lovely to watch. Great.
The Greed Fest? Wow.
Archie, can I share some of my pens?
Yeah.
What's your best pen? Tell me the best pen. What's the best? What's the absolute best?
I have a lot of them actually.
What's the best? The best. You must have one that would be the best.
The best one
What's
is
the best?
149. I think 149 is the best one. 149
That's the
with
fat
the
Mont
custom
Blanc.
made nib.
Actually, that's the fat Mont Blanc.
Yes, this. And
The
this
problem
one
I
is the
have
one
with them is
diamond.
Mont Blanc has gone to a lot of plastic. You know, they really use a lot of plastic.
Yeah, they do.
You know, that's what pisses me off. You know, Dunhill is actually owned by the same group that owns Mont Blanc.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
And
Montegrappa, DuPont still makes nice pens. So does Dunhill. I mean, but they're very expensive. Mont Blanc, if you want to get a gold one, they're like 30
Dunhill
grand.
Dunhill was a very aspirational. I tell you where it was successful. In Japan, they were successful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because the Asians thought the British were more superior. They had this inferiority complex.
Yes.
You know, there were more Dunhill stores in Asia than all of the rest of the world.
That
it
is
was
true.
really,
You're right.
People wanted to have that Britishness. What they didn't realize was the working class Brits are real nasty geezers. They thought, and I must admit myself, as a kid, can I tell you this story? This is a true story there.
Tell us.
I used to draw the English flag because my dad was from England. We were going to go to England for a trip, right?
Right.
And what happened was we never actually went, but we were going to go to England. And I had a big fascination with England, right? I've got an English passport, by the way, because my dad was born in England, so I get one. But my kids don't get it. It extinguishes after one generation.
Right.
Okay? And I remember my auntie's boyfriend was English. And I thought, oh, he'd be so nice. No, he was one of these skinhead punks.
A hooligan.
A hooligan, yes, a hooligan. And I thought, what a nasty guy. And it dawned on me there was the English class system.
Yes.
Where it was the British, the upper class who were nice. They were like the ones of the actors, you know, the Cary Grants of this world.
That's right.
And the geezer with no money, he was like a real miserable shit, you know. And I don't know if you remember in the Victorian days, the gentleman would have a big stick.
Oh, yes.
A big stick. And I'll just put you in the back there for a little bit, Sard, so we can have a bigger image for a little bit.
We got a few super chats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyhow, did you know why, Stefano, why the English gentleman had a beautiful cane? They used to walk around with a cane. Do you know why?
No, the walking stick, but I thought it served the purpose just of
Yeah, it
flash.
does it to you, okay?
Sure.
You know why they have a big stick? It's because the rotten geezers would rob them and they'd belt the shit out of somebody who tried to... They didn't have leg problems. It was
Right.
because the working class geezer would come out and go, you got a penny for an orphan?
Got a
And they
penny,
would-
governor?
And they would try and be robbed. You'd belt the shit out of them
So the
because...
stick, that's why it had silver or brass tops then. To have weight behind like a hammer.
Well, I'm just telling you, this is the whole reason. It wasn't because they had walking problems. It wasn't the
Wow.
gout. It wasn't gout. It was because the unruly working classes were so awful.
JJ,
Now,
what's
where's
up, man?
Sad gone?
JJ.
Sad, see, this is the thing. Sad was off for 1 minute. I didn't give him the love and attention he wanted, so he pissed off. Sad,
It's okay.
it would be good if you were there now, because I've got 6. The combo would work, but
Yeah.
you jumped off
Go meal deal.
because I wasn't giving you enough tension with the stupid mid-tier crap that you're bringing on the show.
Did he send you at least a super chat?
You know, I mean, for God's sake, I don't mind having you on the show, but when you got mid-tier garbage, I can't just give you the center of attention and lick your asshole like your servants do, okay? It doesn't work that way!
Oh my god.
You look
The
good,
rule
JJ.
of... I'm just saying to you, man, I don't understand it. You come on, it's okay, come on, I'll entertain you a bit. But then... You're going to bring on mid-tier garbage and I'm supposed to lick your ass? Man, I'm not your servant, okay? It doesn't work
He's
that
a
way,
pontiff, that
okay?
guy.
Okay? I mean, come on, man.
Oh man.
Come on, man. I don't know what to say. Ramsey, $5. Thoughts on Cartier pens? Actually, you know what? One of my favorite pen.
Oh, you have the
By the way,
Trinity.
guys, just a quick discussion. Do you want me to let the rancher on? He wants to say hello.
I don't know
Hey,
who that is.
real quick, I got to cut out. I just wanted to pop on a second and say, David SW, David SW.
Oh,
There we go, buddy.
Ooh,
There
look
we
at
go.
that.
Oh.
Dude,
You're right.
Beautiful, man. I love it.
Oh man.
I love it,
JJ,
man.
I like the filling on the beard, man. Keep it. It
Yeah,
looks good
buddy.
on you.
Yeah,
Very
dude.
nice, brother.
It looks good, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Congrats,
I just-
man. We're in the best health.
I just got it a couple of hours ago. I wanted to just check in and let you know it arrived.
Hey,
And
man, that's
subscribe.
I
beautiful.
noticed you're wearing the Z Blue Dial Millie.
That's right. In America.
That's
in
right.
America, you know where we shop.
That's right. David SW.
Congrats, man. That's awesome.
Did you clean it with the Pride and Pinion cloth?
Hide
No,
and
not yet. Not
piña.
yet. I just got it.
Damn. Dude.
I-
Ooh, the
Put it
bear's
on
gone
tonight.
crazy.
Put it
I'm
on
just
tonight.
I'm getting 20 text messages from the bear. No rancher, no rancher, no rancher. Holy, calm down, bear. Arrgh, calm down, bear. Bear, he's not on. Bear, calm down. He's
All right,
sending me
guys.
ding, ding, ding. No. Bear, calm down, bear. I can see
Later,
it.
JJ.
Speaking of Cartier pens, I've actually got a Cartier pen here. This is one of my favorite
Oh.
fountain pens. This is called a must. It's called a must fountain pen, right?
Must have.
Oh, that's the Trinity.
Yeah, the Trinity. That's right. But you
Yes.
know what? This is actually a metal base. It's all metal lacquered, right?
Right.
The new Cartiers, they call
Oh,
it resin.
yeah.
It's
Resin.
plastic. Okay,
Like
it's
Mont
plastic.
Blanc. Yeah.
I got a
It's
question.
plastic.
What's it like to write with a fountain pen like that? Or it's called a fountain
Look.
pen,
Oh,
right?
that's
I've never-
very stylish. That's
I've never
OG
written with one
style.
before. I've never written with a pen like
Well,
that.
you're young.
Look,
Yeah.
look.
But how is
I
it
tell
compared
you
to ballpoint?
honestly.
Is it better? Or?
I'll be honest with you, okay,
It's
guys.
more fluid and
Let me say
flavor.
this to you, okay? One thing I found is, right, in life, it's very inexpensive. It's very inexpensive to give somebody a card, okay? Like someone does a favor for you, why not give them a thank you card? See, I've got men's card and I've got ladies' cards, okay? You understand? So, like, I'll show you my men's cards. If someone does a favor, I've got these. Have a look at this, Stefano. These are cards I give to people. These are my men's cards. See that they're vintage air travel. Okay, that's my men's. Okay, so all they are is a blank card. You know what? I stick a photo of your pontiff inside and write a little handwritten note. Thank you
With
for
the
your
fountain
support.
pen.
Of course, with the fountain
Of
pen. Now,
course.
I've always got, let me show you this. I've always got 2 fountain pens on tap. By the way, that's my little
Wow.
holder. It's a wheelie bin. It's
Ooh.
from where I used to work. I knocked it
That's
off
cool.
before I knocked it off
Little
before I.
garbage can.
So I've always got 2 pens. I got one Parker Duofold, and I got the Cartier. You might say, why do I need 2? Because I got 2 different inks.
That dual fold is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
That nib,
Pontiff.
the nib is
the nib
let
is
me,
awesome.
Let me say this to you. The Duofold is for men. I use a blue ink.
Yeah.
The Cartier is red for love.
That's
when you write the love note or a note to a lady.
He knows. That's
the whole idea. So you have the 2 inks.
Is it worth it to invest in a
I
like
look,
that?
you know what?
So
At your age,
man.
I just
you know what? The only advice I can give you is go and watch some Cary Grant movies. You decide. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not going to tell this younger gen.
What's a
hey man,
Cary Grant
it
film
depends. It depends if you want to get laid. It's up to you. I don't know.
Tim Wright has Mont Blanc. He even has the leather holder.
I got to tell you, I never really liked Mont Blanc. I found them to be crap.
Well,
Can
they're
I say
resin.
that?
Cheap plastic.
They're just. I actually had the solid metal, solid silver Mont Blanc.
I had the silver one too.
It was okay.
Yeah,
I always
gifted
found the
to
nibs
my
clogged.
godson.
The nibs
Yeah.
clogged. Okay, I just didn't find the flow good.
Oh, he's got a pencil.
Just very quickly here, I got to get this. Kurt, $5. What do Mont Blanc and Archie have in common? They both unnecessarily rely on plastic.
Oh.
Ooh.
Damn.
Wow. Yes. And got Tim Wright, $2. Hi, Ron the Snitch.
Ooh.
Who the heck is that? I don't know these people.
That's Ron the Shrink. I love Ron the Shrink. Ron's my friend. Ron, come on, Ron.
He's always snitching that I'm rebel streaming.
It's okay. Ron, he's loyal to his pontiff. You've got to respect that, okay? He's trying his best. It's
I'm just trying to push his button.
He has to
Trying
kiss the ring. He has to kiss the ring, Tim.
So, I got to tell you, I write a note. Can I tell you? Can I give you an example? I wrote
Look
a
at
note.
you have a great collection, Pon. So many cards.
I always give them out. Someone does something. You know what it costs to write a card? $1.
Nothing. Yes.
What does it bring back to me?
Oh.
Free pussy, and it
The
brings
bourgeois.
Come on, you gotta. I mean,
and you know, Asian women love those little love notes. They love that.
Hey! Please don't reveal my secrets.
Oh,
please,
sorry.
Please, Stefano. We
Yes,
got
sir,
guys
sorry.
here. They're
Yes.
uncool. They're driving around in Porsches, thinking they're pulling the birds.
Oh.
It's the fat guy with the love notes. Just keep your mouth shut,
got you.
Stefano.
I got
Please,
you.
please.
Yes, sir.
sure.
You understand?
Can't
Okay.
teach him everything.
You know what? I can have an old Civic and get more pussy than if I had a Porsche. You understand, Steph? I'm sorry, Stefano.
I'm with you.
You understand or not?
I understand the
No one
OG concept.
understands, but all right.
You know, it's just.
I know
You
I don't
gotta-
have a Porsche anymore. I sold mine, but Tim, you have a Porsche?
What?
Or Lolex? Lolex, you have a
Lolex
Porsche,
Belen.
don't you?
Yeah, he's got a couple Porsches.
Nobody's getting your. Yeah, I got a Porsche.
Attaboy, which one?
He's got a
I got
couple.
Cayman.
He's got a Cayman, and he's got his dad's got a vintage 911 air cooled from the 80s.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
seriously. Run the Shrink, run the Snitch. Here we go,
Oh.
$5. Like all snowflake liberals, Tim got his feelings hurt over an obvious joke. Of course he wasn't rebel streaming. He was on this stream. Look, Ron's a great guy. You know, Ron, I honestly love Ron.
Trigger
He's-
him.
he's-
I'm just trying to trigger him, man. Of course I know.
Yeah, Ron's a good guy. Ron,
And this
Ron
doggy has beautiful eyes.
I don't know.
Ron's
Is he
a great
actual
guy
shrink?
there.
What's his situation? I haven't had much conversation with him.
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
Yeah.
Stefano, I got to tell you this. Let me ask you this. What are you? No bullshit. Okay, let's be honest there. You are
Sure.
an experienced operator. Hey, what's wrong with Lolex? He wants some love. Are you okay, Lolex?
No, Lolex's a cool kid. He's the West Coast boy.
The West Coast. We got East Coast,
Yeah.
West Coast.
Yeah. You got Tim and Lolex. You covered both sides of the U.S.
Oh yeah.
Let me say this to you, Stefano. What do you think every man needs? I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. What
Oh,
does every man should have? What should he have? I just want to ask you, because you are a gentleman and a scholar. You've been through the jewelry business. You're an architect. You've got an eye for design and detail. What are some things he needs? I'm just asking you. What should a man have? I'm just trying to ask you. Does he need like a good pen? I see. For me, I'd say a good pen, a good watch.
A good,
You tell
a
me-
good watch, a good pen, a good lighter if you smoke cigars, or like me, I smoke cigarettes. Well, this is cheaper, but I have my other lighters.
Yeah.
A nice car, a nice briefcase.
See, why don't
Nice
they have
suits, nice
briefcases
tie.
now? Why don't they have briefcases now, Stefano?
Oh, I carry a briefcase all my life. I have 2 LVs, the Taiga black one and green one.
Are you joking? You got a
What
briefcase?
is
Stefano!
Oh, yes. I
Right
carry
now.
briefcases every day, brother. Even if I go in jeans and a collared shirt.
Stefano,
Always.
no. When did you
Always.
do this?
When I go to the trailer on the job sites, I go in my briefcase. Always.
Do people say
Unreal.
anything about it?
They say
No,
how cool he is.
sometimes they, like other engineers, they come with those damn messenger bags, and I'm like, okay. He goes, "That's a nice briefcase." Well, it beats your fucking $20 messenger bag. You're an engineer. You should have more respect and carry a leather folio at least, if not a briefcase.
So, Stefano, how many you got? You got a president?
Watch.
No, the briefcase.
Oh yes, I have the Taiga black. I have the green one.
You know how expensive they are?
One was a gift and one I bought on a discount because I did some work for Sonia Bikel, and her girlfriend owned an LV boutique. I
What?
should have
They
known
owned an LV boutique?
My ex-sister-in-law still does the freight forwarding for Louis Vuitton, Moet for LVMH, and once a year she's invited to the sample sale. She got me a pair of $4,000 shoes for like $300.
Can I show you my briefcase? I had never thought I'd have.
I'm proud of that. Let me see it. I know you have that gorgeous one.
Let me, Stefano. I can't. You amaze me every day. You on here? There is
I'm
more
older
to
than you, OG. I've been in this rat race for a long time. This crazy.
But I didn't know you liked briefcases.
Of
How
course,
was I to
it's
know
classic. I was raised like that.
that? But Stefano, do you know how many are badly done by? They have no style or class anymore. Do you know this or
Like
not?
a lot of engineers I see with those damn messenger bags that are made out of canvas. Yuck, yuck.
Yes, you
I even have
understand
a
this, don't
classic
you?
original coach that was then $600.
Okay, I'm going to show you something. Okay.
Okay.
I'm bringing it up now, okay? I want because Stefano, I got to tell you, you got more style than O'Sheen. You know this?
No. But thank you for your kind words. But no, O'Shea he's a different kind of bird. He's one of the
he's a
old
very
guys
cool-
like us.
He is very cool, but you must admit that
He is.
He is
Very
extremely cool. Lovely guy. Okay, have a look. I'm going to show you.
He's
here,
got more
okay?
pooch in his rock and roll days. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
That's gorgeous.
What do you think
That's
of that?
Taiga.
It's actually Epi.
Oh,
It's
Epi.
It's the
Wow.
gold, the Epi gold. You know, Epi
Wow.
gold. I'll show you a couple more. I got to be careful because I got some nude photos in here too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's
Wow,
that's,
look
that's,
at that.
the
That's
tiger.
gorgeous.
I just bought this one. I had a good month. Okay,
Very nice.
I bought this for myself. Okay.
Well, you work hard. You deserve it.
Oh, you
Okay, that's
fired
the-
all the
what do you think of that,
rodents.
Stefano?
Yeah.
That lock there,
That's,
isn't it
that's
beautiful?
gorgeous. That's beautiful.
And that's my black
Oh.
one.
Wow.
So that's tiger. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
One's
that's
tiger.
Yeah.
That's
that's
the
Epi.
adios, and the
Adios.
other one is Epi.
Beautiful.
And let me just show you here, okay?
So
I'll
you're
show
the
you.
you're the one with class and style, Archie.
See, one's got white hardware,
Yep,
palladium,
one
and the
has
other one's brass.
the gold.
Right? I got to tell you, I'm just getting it fixed. There's a slight little. I'm just getting that fixed. These are
Okay.
vintage. These are
They
the,
fix it
the,
for
the
free?
gold
They
one
fix it
is
for free?
vintage. Okay, it got that.
Ooh.
Okay, this is the coolest guy. This is Ronnie from Vintage Watch Co.
Oh, nice.
And I said, Ronnie, I bought the gold one, right? I'm not a confident guy, Stefano. I said to Ronnie, do you think this is cool or is it not cool?
Can we
Right? I
pick
said,
up the
is
super
it?
chat? It's really funny.
Okay. Let me
Kinda
get the
matches.
super chat. Sorry. Thank you for keeping an eye on this here. This is the Juco Ted.
Yeah.
Archie will be writing notes to Stefano on his cards before the week's over.
Thanks, Duco Ted. Thanks.
Thank you. Well, that's a ha. You know what, Stefano? You know what the best thing about these briefcases is?
What
The
is?
feeling I get when I carry mine.
You can
don't know
put
about
your
you.
pornos in there.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, like the men's magazines, Penthouse, Playboy.
Oh yeah, Playboy.
Where do you put them? Because these men bags, they get damaged. This is a plot by the feminist movement to depower men. Okay.
Could
I
be.
said to Ronnie, what do you? He said, you know what? The gold one works better because you can wear this with jeans. The gold one can go. Whereas the black one, you look like a douchebag if you're not wearing a suit.
A suit.
You know. And I said to Ronnie, he actually wanted to buy it off me.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And I didn't buy this to sell, okay? I got to be honest with you. I bought this because he's a cool guy. Look, he's wearing an OP.
He's wearing an OP.
OP,
Wow.
coral red OP.
Coral
the
red,
guy
yeah.
is cool, okay?
Oh, Paris.
I'm just saying, he is a cool dude. You know what I'm saying?
Cool cat.
He is very, very cool, So that's kind of where it
Very
comes
nice.
from. And I got to say to you, man, seriously, the thing is, Stefano, I want to show you another photo. I've been practicing with Instagram. Instagram, it's kind of,
Yes.
I took this photo. I think I'm trying to replicate sort of France. You know what I
He
mean?
likes Omega. I see all his Omega books in the background.
Yes, he does. He loves, he's a dealer in Brisbane.
Oh.
I'm just going to show you this here. This is you notice the jewelry box.
Oh, there it is. Look
That's
at
in the
that.
courtyard with the kid's scooter there. That's kind
That's
of
the leather holy trinity right there.
You know what I mean? The black briefcase, your watch box, your jewelry box. That's it. You know what I mean? That is the meaning of life, Stefano. What do you think?
This is true. I'm waiting on my LV box.
You're getting one.
Oh, yes.
What color?
Gray, black, but I want
yeah,
blue.
yeah.
I want the blue interior.
You know what? That's the one I wanted as well. But I thought about it. For me, I got the monogram because the punters had raised it for me. I wanted something that stood out as LV. But if it was my money, I probably would have gone the gray with the blue. That's the graphite with the blue.
Yes.
I love the blue because blue's actually one of my favorite.
I'll do
colors.
the unboxing and unveiling on your show. Don't worry.
Hey, man, that's so amazing. I got to tell you. But you really do have a briefcase. I just can't believe that. Because those presidents, they are so expensive. You know what I mean?
It's okay. They're worth it. You only live once, my friend. And once you go through cancer, you say, fuck it. I'll leave a little less for my son so I can enjoy a little life.
Yeah.
What
you
the
really
hell?
feel that way?
Yes, I do. He has enough. Don't worry. That kid's set up for life. He's good.
Yeah, no, I can imagine it. I tell you what, it's as you said there. You know what happened to me? There was this Jewish diamond dealer, right?
Oh, oy vey.
In Brisbane. I saw him. That's the first time I ever saw a president briefcase. He had the monogram one. His wife bought it for him, and I thought, shit, he looks like $1,000,000,000. You know what I mean? It just looked
regal. It looked royal.
It just beyond
Yes.
regal. It just looked, oh my God, who is this guy? Like it's, and you know what? I've had the privilege. I've had some fans who've flown me business. There's nothing like walking in the plane with one of those briefcases dressed up. They think, who the hell is this guy? you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's sort of
Chesterfield the Third.
It's kind of I gotta sort of pinch myself. So it's embarrassing when you jump on the plane. You go down to the economy section. If you got one of those briefcases.
Always fly business.
You always fly business.
Always from day
You're
one.
joking.
No.
Why is
never.
that? That's expensive.
I have 7.8 million frequent flyer miles with American Express Centurion.
How did you get them? How did you get the? Just
I
buying
used to fly
things?
like 30 times a year back and forth to Europe, to England, to Italy, to Spain, to Portugal, Hong Kong. When I used to do 8 trips a year back and forth to the States. And they used to pay.
See, the thing is, if you're traveling for business, you've got to
Yeah, it's
stay
a
in nice
write-off.
hotels. You've got to stay in nice hotels.
I only stayed. I'm a member of the Peninsula for the past 35 years.
For the Peninsula. Shit! That's
Yeah.
expensive!
Well,
But you know what? Otherwise, traveling becomes really tiring. You know what I
it
mean?
does. You get sick and tired living out of a suitcase, to be honest with you.
You've got to go to a nice hotel.
Yeah.
I'm starting to go to hotels that only have cockroaches in the cupboard.
No, don't say that, man.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm
The Pen.
saying,
I
man?
stay at the Pen. Always at the Pen.
That's 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 with the Rolls Royces at the front, you know?
Oh, in Hong Kong, yes.
Yeah.
That's on Victoria Bay, right?
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
bay.
yeah. I love that because
Well-
I've stayed at the Mirror Hotel. You know the Mirror? It's not that good. It's not. It's
It's in Chim Sha Tsui?
Snowden. Yeah, Chim Sam Sui. Yes, it is. It's you know Snowden. He was hauled up in that same
Oh,
hotel.
yes, Snowden. That's right.
You know, 'cause
well, 3 blocks from the peninsula is Dunhill, is Brioni,
Yes.
and is Xenia.
Let me show
and
you another
Ferragamo.
picture. Can
They're
I
all
show you
there.
another? Can I show you another picture, Stefano? Because we're having a great time. See, this is what I like. It's chatting. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
chit-chat club.
Like, let's be honest, Stefano.
But we have the little young bucks amazed
it's nice
because
to have
they
the
don't know
bucks
our
there.
old stuff. They're young guys. They know the young. Oh, look at that.
Now, Stefano.
Wow.
Now, what I did is that's my other briefcase, the monogram one.
Wow.
I had it painted red and white,
Beautiful.
and the initials, they're actually a combination of my wife and my initials.
Gorgeous. Well, that's class.
HPP, see?
I
And
see the wifey has nice bags as well.
yeah, no, she has. I'll show you that in a minute. But I've also got the suitcases. See the suitcases behind there?
Look at that. That I don't. I only have Toumi.
Yep.
I have
Well,
the
look,
Japanese stuff.
You can't really use this stuff.
Well, you
unless
don't want them to flop it and throw
Exactly.
it. I'd be afraid of
Exactly.
that.
But if you're traveling by car, you can use it.
Or if you go on a cruise ship.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly right. The thing is, Stefano, I bought all of this pre-owned.
So what?
You
can
know?
still be proud of it.
I'm very proud of it. I didn't have the money to buy new, okay? I didn't have the
Okay.
money, okay?
Well, I'm sure you had it, but you wanted to allocate it somewhere else.
those suitcases, I'll tell you now, right? They're like over $10,000 each now, right?
Oh, yeah.
I got them for $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, that's
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah, and the briefcase, I got that for about $2,000 as well.
That's nothing. You paid
That's
nothing.
I paid nothing for it.
You made
you
5
know?
times your money right now if you wanted to sell it.
But I didn't buy it to sell. I actually like it. You understand? I don't buy
yeah.
I don't buy things to sell. ABC $2. Peace to all the panos. Stefano is pure class. He
Thank
is
you, sir. Thank you.
pure class there.
Thank
I got
you
to
for your
say this
kind
to
words.
you. He is very, very much pure. I'll show you some other photos. I've got to be careful because there could be some nude photos in here. If
Uh-oh.
you see breasts, I'll just have to jump out, okay?
Yeah, we don't want you to get demonetized.
Exactly. That's the little box. You know the little box there? You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
that box is for, Stefano? This is the French for you, okay? Just one more super chat. Andy Man, $3. Wizard, what line of work were you in? He was an architect.
I am an architect.
He
but-
spent his life in the jewelry business, and he's got a jewelry. He sells watches in Canada, and his business is called Just in Time. Just in Time. Just in Time. He's still in the business. Okay? You see that box there?
I wonder if that's a jewelry
you know
or
what-
cosmetic box.
No, it's for love letters.
Oh.
It's only the French could do that, don't you think?
Treasure trove of love
Yeah, a
letters.
treasure. I mean, see, the problem
Wow.
is it goes over Asian men's head because they wouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
That's right.
They're too stuffy to be bothered doing that. But it's sort of. I'll show you. That's the briefcase with some President
with
Patek's
Some
on top.
beautiful watches.
This is
Isn't
when I
that
travel.
your 6006 that you sold?
Yeah, that's the one I sold. Look,
Okay.
Stefano, you can't keep everything. You know.
No, you can't.
I actually prefer my 5196 because it's manual wind.
Wind, right.
But you know what? I had a good offer. That's how I travel. Briefcase and box with trinkets in it. This is some
Awesome.
of my wife's bags there. That's some of her Hermes.
Oh, Hermes. And she wraps them. I like that. She wraps
Yeah, the
handles.
Twillies. The Twillies.
the
yeah,
Twillies.
the Twillies.
They're
there.
not cheap either.
That's some of her shoes. I love her wearing the
Ferragamo.
shoes. Ferragamo, Louboutin, Prada.
Wow.
That's her two Birkins, pink and black.
You know how to take care of a woman.
Well, I mean, look, let's be completely honest there, Stefano. What's the point of money? It gets to a point where you've bought a few watches for yourself, right?
Right.
You got a nice
Can we get the
briefcase.
super chats? Can we get the super chats? Sorry.
Here we go. Peace to all. ABC. Peace to all the panel. Stefano is pure class. You betcha. Andy Man, $3. Wizard. We said that he's got his own business. He's just in time. Cal in Canada. PG, $10. Question. I took my girl out on a nice romantic date. Just when I got her home, I put my hand down her pants and it felt like I was feeding a horse. What are your thoughts? Look, PG.
Grab a razor
Grab
and some nair.
He's talking about something else.
I gotta tell you, well, you know what, PG, you gotta have. If you're not gonna have romantic time with your wife or girlfriend, what's the point? This is the point of living. Aristolonassus. Stefano said, if it wasn't for women, money would have absolutely no meaning.
No, that's right.
Jay Dilling, $5. Hi, Arch and crew. Honest opinion on a Lange and Son 1815 up, down in white gold. Is the shape outdated? 1815 up, down is one of the most beautiful watches ever conceived. Yep. It's one of the most beautiful Langes ever made. The only thing I would say is...
A little too small? No?
Who the fuck said that? I mean, how uncool is this dude? I mean, you're going to get booted off the... What, too small? Fuck me dead! Fuck me dead! What a classless piece of shit! What a classless piece of shit!
I don't...
How could you... Oh, what? Too small? Fuck me dead! This is the New Yorkers, you know, they're just always... At you. You know what I mean?
I don't...
My God. What I was saying is, just listen. Would you get the up, down, or a paddock? I don't know. That's the big... Stefano, yeah. Stefano, teach this boy. Please, take him out and teach him. Beat him with a stick.
He's a good boy, Tim. He's a good boy.
Stefano,
the 1815 in white gold is up, down, is one of the most beautiful watches known to man.
Let's take a look at it.
Okay?
I'm sorry, Lolix, what did you say, buddy?
He said, let's take a look at it. He doesn't know what it is. I'll bring it up. Lange... See, I got to be honest with you. The 18, it looks very similar to their 2-reg chronograph. You know what? Yeah. You know what I mean?
It looks like an 1815 chronograph.
It looks similar. Okay, it looks very similar. But in my opinion, I'm just getting it up. Just hang on there. Okay, just hang on. The white gold. I'm bringing the screen up now for you boys to actually share this. I'm going to show it to you because.
I thought Tim was your assistant to help you out. Wouldn't you have him?
No, we took the wrench away when he started stealing my
wrench. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. It was. So there you go. That's what it looks like, man. That is absolutely beautiful. Honestly, 38. How many mils is this one here?
39, actually.
39. Yeah, that's what I thought. How could that be too small? If anything,
some people say that. I don't know why.
You know, and some people wear their caps around the wrong way, and some people. Don't like briefcases, and some people, you know, they watch.
They think Johnny Walker Red is a great Scotch.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's absolute. The blued hands. This is actually watchmaking at its finest. If this was the last watch you ever lived, you have lived a fabulous life.
True.
It's an amazing. The only question I have is. Let me tell you this. I could have you know how I've gone paddock. I got 4 paddocks. To me, that's a lot of money. I'm not trying to big note myself. That's a lot. I could have said 2 paddocks, 2 Lange, or just gone all Lange.
That's true.
The reason I went paddock was my initials are PP. I have to go paddock.
Well,
Paul Pluter, Paddock Philippe. I've always loved paddock. The reality is, this here, is the shape outdated? What do you mean outdated? It's timeless. Is a Bentley outdated?
Oh,
never.
No.
Is a Rolls Royce? What do you mean by outdated? What the hell do you mean outdated? I mean, see, these morons, they want these Richard Mille cases. This is This is watchmaking at its finest.
And
Do you
Richard
understand
Mille
that or not?
Is Casio Plus.
I got to be completely honest with you. I would tend to say this really. I look at this watch and I think to myself, I could look at that picture for hours. If I was in prison or in a cell, I could look at this Lange for a week.
We can arrange that.
You know what I'm saying? This is. Hey, where's Lolex gone?
Wait, maybe disconnected. Drop the
What
link for him.
happened?
Drop the link.
I don't know what happened there. Do you know what happened or not? What happened?
Oh, we
He's
got
in
the
West
Watch
Coast.
Cardinal. Watch Cardinal in the queue. Who wants to queue up?
I got to be honest.
Beam
with
him
you.
up.
Seriously, okay. I'm just getting him on. We're
Let's
just
beam up
posting the link.
Marco.
I posted links. Okay,
Ooh.
so we did look. That's a great one. I'm just skipping
It
through.
is.
Here we go. Bobby Google is on the stream, and Lolex is back on. Jamie J, €5. Your wife is missing a Lorna in her collection. Now, Lorna, I don't know if you know, that's the brand the Queen has.
Queen,
That
yeah.
is, the Queen has Lorna handbags, and it's funny because I was actually looking at buying one. They're kind of they're amazing. Okay, they're a British brand, just quality, absolute quality. It's Humble Pine, $20. Stefano is pure class. Is Tim school on Christmas? No class. Oh, no, Tim's actually resigned. He had a different job. He was training to be a teacher, but he never actually finished it. JK, I think Tim is great.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you,
That's
Humble
the-
Pine.
The Humble
Humble Pine
Pine
is
there.
pure
And I love his watch.
Sam
Oh, yeah.
Burley. Hey, I loved watching your content, Paul. So upset that Lana didn't tell me about you sooner. Hey, Tim, Sam, man, $10, man. Just you can't be flicking coins to me. This is my cousin's son.
Wow.
Oh wow!
You know, hey, Sam, slow down a bit with the $10. Poor boy, I feel sorry for him. You know,
Aw.
he's a lovely kid. You know,
Aw.
it's yeah, he's a great kid. Some kids are coming in because the watches themselves. It's good to get new people into the hobby. You know what I'm saying? It's good to get people into the hobby, the watches. I love the watches. Sam's a cool guy. He's going to be the next Bobby Google.
Ooh.
Ah. Yeah, we can hook him up.
Archie's frozen now.
There we go. We need Sam. We need Sam on the show. Can get him in rotation if he likes watches.
Stefano, let me ask you.
Sorry about
Oh,
that.
he's back. Hold on.
Yes.
Hello, Arch. How are you, man?
Sorry about that, guys. Hello. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. Your internet froze, man.
I've got to get a better service. Whew, Sam Burley. It's funny, you got relatives who no one else in the family likes watches. Everyone thinks, they never really liked me. I got to tell you.
Yeah, they say, look at Uncle Paul. His box holds our house value.
The Watch Guy Inc. $5.50 Canadian. This exact Lange is on my list. You betcha. That Lange is beautiful. What do you think, Bobby? Bobby, what do you think?
That's what I wanted to ask because there's what's his name? The Timepiece Fund, who wants to add this watch, but in rose gold to his list. Now, Nico has the small seconds one, right? The one with the small seconds at 6 o'clock, so the 1815 small seconds. I like the Power Reserve, but I think the simpler look of just the 1815, the small second, is even more classic. You know what I mean? It's just beautiful.
It's more simplistic yet eclectic.
I got to tell you, the only thing I think it's nicer than this, the only thing I like nicer than this is the chrono.
Longer one? Okay. Yeah.
The chrono. I think the chrono in this is...
Yeah. Isn't that
That's expensive. That's
Marco's watch?
Yeah, that's the boutique edition 1850. That one is expensive.
They're a beautiful
Don't worry,
watch.
Marco. You'll get there.
You've got to have a grail to go for.
Right.
Ron,
And that's his grail.
Ron the Shrink. Richard Lange Tourbillon is my dress watch grail. What's the go with the Richard Lange? They're a tribute to the founder, aren't they?
Yes.
Right. I think it's the regulator dial. Stop. It even has a what's it called? The stop seconds tourbillon, which is pretty uncommon. There's not many that I know of in the watch industry. People doing stop second tourbillon.
I got to tell you, it's
not for everybody though. Regulator
Yeah.
dials, very. You know what I mean? It's you have to be a certain type of collector to like this.
yes,
And that has the dial that flicks open, right?
yes.
It's specific to a
Yes.
certain niche of collectors.
Right, exactly. You have to be a real like enthusiast, understand like the history of regulator dials, understand why they're a doctor's watch, right? That's the whole point, because you could time your patient's heartbeat using the seconds.
Bobby Google.
Or
at it again.
that's one of the uses of it, at least.
I got to tell you guys, I've learned. I just can't believe, Stefano, you honestly are a briefcase man.
Of
I'm
course.
just shocked.
Stefano is classy as fight.
Since I was a young boy.
Man, I didn't know this. You know, I
Stefano
wanted
is
one
like-
of those Louis Vuitton briefcases for years. They were so expensive. You know what I mean? They were dear. You know what I mean?
Well, you worked hard. You deserve it.
It's I'm going to show you something. Just hang on there. Just keep
By the way,
chatting
what
there.
are we wearing on the wrist, gentlemen? What do we got on the wrist?
Well, actually, I'm wearing my Submarina today.
Nice. Finally.
Submarina. I love the sub. Just 1 minute.
Does Archie know about me wanting to sell the sub for the Moser?
No.
Maybe it's best I don't tell him.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
For two, baby.
Tim, he loves to rag on you.
I'm going to show you something, guys. I never really showed anyone this before. I'm going to show you something, okay? This is the power. Okay, I mean, well, what do you guys think of The Secret? All that mumbo jumbo bullshit, right? Like, I think it's crap, right? However, let me say this to you, Stefano. Sometimes in life, you've got to put it out there. What do you want? You've got to have some goals, okay?
True.
And let me tell you this.
aspirations.
Let me tell you this, Stefano. I actually, in my life, for my YouTube channel, I used to go to secondhand shops. How much will you give me for this? I'm trying to learn the margins. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And you know what would happen? Whenever I did that, I ended up selling it later. That watch I never kept because I'd already put it out there to the universe that I wanted to sell it. And I didn't want to sell it. I was just seeing what these stupid assholes would pay, how
Right.
low these sons of bitches would go. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And this is the whole thing there. So what actually happened to me, let me tell you this, okay? I remember I was in Pattaya, swimming in a pool, a hedonistic, don't talk about the sex, it was amazing.
Awesome.
Ooh.
And I said, what would I do? I used to like dreaming. What would I do if I had unlimited money? Like, I mean, it's all relative. Like, to me, unlimited money would be a couple $1,000,000.
Right.
To someone else, they'd say it'd have to be 100 million. Or someone,
Right.
if you talk to, Donald Trump.
Bezos and you need
If you
100
talk to
billion.
Donald Trump, it'd be 50,000. He'd like to get back to zero.
Yes.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Don't joke about
And-
my president.
Oh, and we got Sam Burley again, $5. One of my favorite watches is the Panerai Lumina Marina. Such a simple design, yet beautiful. That's what you've got, isn't it, Marco?
No, I have a Radiomir.
You got the Radiomir. The Lumina. I like the 112 and the 111. I think they're kind of...
Yeah, those are classic BAMs. Edda movements too. Very good.
Now, I wanted just to show you this, Stefano, because I actually, years ago, I went into the LV boutique. They gave me this. This is when they had catalogs. It's all online now. They don't
Yeah.
even have a catalog. And I want to show you. I remember I shit myself because I asked them how
Oh.
much these were.
Ooh.
4,000.
And there was a Diplomat. Was 4,260, 4,260. I thought, shit. And underneath that, was another, just a smaller one. This was a.
I have the one to the right, the tiger like that, black.
It was a
The corner one.
Moskava
Muskava. Yep, that's the Russian style.
You know what? I actually had a Moskava. The one next to it, the pilot case. I had a pilot case.
Yep.
I love. You know what I love about Vuitton is they name their bags.
80% off on
They
eBay.
know.
They name their bags
That's
after you got the Führer. I had a Führer, the Fermor. It's called a Fermor.
Fremont.
They got the ambassador. They got different, the ambassador, the Moskava, the president, the diplomat. Then you got the president, and they've even got a thing called the grand president. I don't know if you know that.
That's
it's even
deeper.
bigger. It's deeper.
Yep.
Let's give Sam Burley. Sam is donating money to me. Sam, he's a relative. He's only a young kid there. I hope this is okay, Sam. My God, my cousin will have a go at me. You know this? I'll have to do.
Let's hope your cousin doesn't call you and tell you, give me a refund.
Give me a refund. That's exactly right. So Pam, what's he after? A Lumina, right? What's a Lumina Marina? What does it bring up? Classic would be the 111, I think. What do you reckon? Classic clam,
100%.
Pam. I reckon the 111. I've always loved that.
I think the 112 is the one with the sub-seconds and the... It has
The 111. Sorry, the 111 has the sub-seconds. The 112 is just the two-hander.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would get probably the 111 because I like the running seconds, and you get the display back on the 111.
Yeah. These are good buying. You can pick these up for about...
But
they're
a big case for a small, I don't know how old he is. You know what I mean? Like 44 mils.
He's in high school. Sam is in high school.
Watch.
I
would be weary of that. You know what I mean? If you're planning on buying something.
Yes.
It's all about the lug to lug, guys. Lug to lug.
Yes.
Arch, how you been, man? How you been?
Hey, man, I'm okay. I'm really good, actually.
You seem very,
composed.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, are we doing filming tomorrow, Tim, or what day are we doing filming?
No, not tomorrow. I think it was Thursday.
Friday, my time.
Friday.
Thursday, your time. That's
Archie,
right.
don't you find Tim looks so different with a shaved face? It looks kind of weird to me.
I actually think he looks thinner. To be honest with you, he looks thinner.
What?
He looks thinner.
I look fatter.
Are you serious?
No, he does. He looks thinner. I'll be honest with you. I didn't like the beard.
I actually preferred him with the beard. I gotta be honest.
You can have a beard when you're sort of over 40. When you're under 40, it's kind of... I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Funny. No, I don't. I don't know what you mean.
Oh my God.
But Tim, what's this Tim luxury business?
It suits you, Lolex, but
I'm getting into luxury goods.
What do you mean you're getting into luxury? That's not your...
I'm opening up second channel. I'm gonna...
Why don't you just be yourself? You know what I mean? Like, didn't Nico tell you this? Why don't you just be yourself? You know?
That's the more luxurious, more improved, more metrosexual version of me.
Metrosexual, wow.
Why not?
See the New York boy? Metrosexual.
Look, I got to tell you seriously, I think you got to do whatever you feel like. If you like this stuff, look, you got a lot of things. You could start a luxury channel. You got a lot of things. You like the fragrances? I don't. You know more about fragrances than I ever will.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
But I have my fair share.
He's got like every fragrance ever made.
What is that, Mont Blanc?
Mont Blanc Explorer.
Mont Blanc, I've seen that at discount bin. You know, I used to buy Mont Blanc.
They're
Really cheap right now. Bang per buck.
They're good discount cologne.
Discount.
JD has the same cologne that I have, Arch, that I've been wearing for like years, and he said it's good. So, and it's like not that expensive.
Tim, where's that Tom Ford Oud?
You know what? I like.
Yeah, nothing compares to that.
I like.
That's what I just ordered. The Herod.
That's Leighton, right? Parfum.
Yeah, Leighton. I ordered the Herod yesterday.
Nice.
Stefano. Dunhill has some great fragrances that are really, they're good bang per buck. Cheap.
I knew you knew about fragrance when you mentioned the Santos, and I had bought the Santos with the little leather pouch. I remember that, OG.
Yeah.
I remember that, Pontiff.
That was, I still got that. That lasts for years.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
But I just ordered that Harrod because JJ was talking about it.
Cool.
And Tim, I said, I got to get it.
Here we go. We got Bursa. He's trying to look more like you. Next is glasses.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And Sam Burley. I started working as a database programmer and saved up around 5,000. So if you can give me any recommendations, I'd love to hear them.
Well,
Easy.
your
Sam,
Uncle Paul will tell you not to buy the Pam.
Yeah,
Look,
don't
I
buy
ta-
a pen.
I think. Well, I'll be honest with you. No. I'm gonna. I'll be honest with you. A pre-owned Pam is not as bad.
Bad.
I'm actually going to look after Sam because I got
Yes.
some wholesale contacts. I'll get
Yeah.
him something wholesale.
But Arch, why
You've
not
got
just a tuna Black Bay, a Tudor Black Bay?
58.
Yeah, the 58 all black. I think that's a perfect starter.
Well, I'm
watch.
sure Uncle Paul will direct him in the right, put him in the right path.
Especially
Yeah.
for a younger kid. Like you don't want to get Rolex as the first one. Like that's too big.
No,
a
no,
jump,
that's
you know what I mean?
ridiculous.
Well, 5,000 Australian is not enough to buy
Right,
any
that's,
Rolex.
but a Tudor
Yeah.
Black, you'll get a Tudor Black Bay 58, the black one, and that'll, you know what I mean? That's a great watch. That'll last a lifetime, and he could wear that to everything, every occasion.
Oh, Savage. I like
Sauvage
the
by-
Savage.
by
Savage
Dior.
is. You know what I'm wearing today?
What?
Chanel de Bleu.
Oh, that's a great one also.
Bleu.
Bleu de Chanel.
My ER gave me the bottle. I very sparingly use it because it's so expensive. Chanel
Ooh.
is so dear. I've just got to sparingly use it.
Yeah,
you know?
Bear makes a good point. Otherwise, 40 mil Explorer 2, that was a perfect starting watch back in the day when it's a couple grand.
Can I show you guys
Yeah.
something?
Now,
This is.
forget it.
I took this from Bourbon Heart. It's
We got Chang Wang. Didn't
It's the
Archie
sunglasses
also do
case.
IT program? I did some IT things years ago, but
Oh, wow.
my God, this
Programming? I don't
guy's.
think you did programming.
I got to get in touch with Sam. I'll have a chat to him. He's a lovely.
Tell him to buy you lunch,
Guy.
and you'll take him out to get a great deal on a watch.
I'll take him. I'll look after him. He's family.
Paul,
I had
you're
no
Uncle
one else in
Paul.
the family likes me. Put it this way: no one else in the family even talks to me, yet alone gives me a super
you know.
chat.
You know what
Sam,
they
I
say?
think-
They say you can choose your friends, but not your relatives.
I know.
I think I know a pattern. Here's what Sam should do. He should get the Pam, then he should get a pizza slice,
Yeah.
Oh.
then the sub, and by his birthday, we'll probably be able to get him a Bruce Wayne.
Well, what do you want the kid to spend all his money?
I tell you honestly,
just
I reckon. I think if you buy Pam secondhand, it's not terrible. You got to buy it right.
Mm. Yeah.
And I'll
And
get in
111,
touch
that's
with
a
Sam.
classic.
Sam, I got some catalogs I want to give you. I got some catalogs. I got doubles. I like to people who are in the. I don't like to throw things away. I like to give them to people who are in the hobby. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Sam, let's get in touch. I'm on Facebook. Because that's how he spoke to me last time. I will send you my mobile. Text me your mobile and we'll chat. We're going to catch up, man. We're going to do something.
Don't put it in the chat, please, whatever you do.
No, don't put it in the chat. No, this is
Yeah.
on Facebook. I'm on the Facebook Messenger with him. He's a
Have you
Rodi-
ever tried? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Radium boxes, Radium brokes, $3. I have got OP41 and Polar Explorer next Rolex. Simple. You got an Explorer, you got an OP, a wind and wear. You need to get a
You need a
sub,
subby.
man. Some
A
diver,
subby.
a diving Rolex.
Yeah.
It could be a sea dweller. It could be a deep sea. It could be a submariner. But you've got to
Submariner.
cover your bases. GMT, diver, wind and wear. And as for
And
the
then a
chronograph, I would say Daytona, but they're so expensive.
I mean, if he can, he's got a Polar
The
Explorer,
Omega.
right?
You get the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. That's what you do.
And what if he has like a big wrist? Would you recommend the coaxial racing speeds? Those are nice. There's some nice ones.
No, you stick with the Helsolite. You got to get the
Helsolite.
original.
42.
No point
It's so
getting this.
big.
I mean,
Marco, it's 42 mil. The
42,
regular
exactly
speed.
right. How could the
That's
original?
big.
The funny thing is, the funny thing about the Speedmaster is, I don't know if you realize this. Stefano, you back me up, please.
Yes, sir.
The Speedmaster, it has those fins to make it
Yep.
look smaller.
That's right.
They didn't want to be a 42 mil.
No.
They had to do it because of the movement.
Movement.
Yeah.
But the actual truth is they tried to thin it down with those thins, and they tried every trick in the book to make it smaller. The same thing with my Patek annual calendar, the 5035. They actually wanted it to be the same size as the 3940, which was the perpetual calendar, but they had to make it 37 because it wouldn't fit. But they used thinning. It's like me. I wear stripes. It makes me look thinner.
Yes.
If I hold my neck back, I can almost pass off. You know, as being thin. Almost. It's the same thing they use. Where's Tim gone? Tim, did you fall out?
His internet probably cut.
Sorry about that. I clicked refresh for some reason.
Hey, man, that's okay. I gotta tell you, Stefano, seriously, man, I can't believe you, man.
Well, I'm just a regular guy like you, Ponto.
You really got a brief? Can I see it? I want to see this briefcase, please.
I'll bring it tomorrow on for my trailer and show it to you.
Do you really have a briefcase?
Yes, I have a few. I have several.
You've got a Louis Vuitton briefcase.
Yes, I do. Tiger.
What color tiger? Because they did the green,
Black.
the burgundy.
And I had green too. My son has it, but he doesn't use it, so I'm going to take it back from him. I have green with brass and black with palladium.
Wait, how expensive is a Tiger briefcase? I might want to get one. You know what I mean?
For what?
You got to buy
There
it
we go.
pre-owned.
What do you mean?
buy it
Briefcases
pre-owned.
We got the old soul.
all
See?
Look.
essentials.
You have to buy it pre-owned.
I fucking,
Yes.
Art,
Hey.
you know what I hate? I hate these watch dealers at the shows. They wear those backpacks. Like, it's
Oh
so,
my God,
Oh my
that's ridiculous.
God!
Like, I want
Like
a proper briefcase.
TPG,
You know what I mean?
TPG.
You know what's wrong with those those backpacks? You know what's wrong? Let me tell you this. Stefano, back me up on this. If you've got a briefcase that's locked, there is no way you can sneak a hand in or cut it and get in. These are a proper briefcase.
Yes.
Did I tell you, Stefano, I was attacked when I was in Melbourne?
Oh no.
This was a number of years ago, right? This guy said to me, give me your briefcase, right? Right? He said, give me your
clock
wallet.
him with it.
No, I belted him in the mouth.
Oh, good.
Because I knew this is heavy.
That's solid.
And I went bang!
That's
and it
it.
actually took one of his tooth out.
Good. Fuck him.
That's 20,000 dental work, I can
It's
tell you
okay.
that.
He deserves it.
And you got the tooth mark in your briefcase. I
Actually, I had that. I've had
on
that
the video.
side repaired. I actually had it repaired. I've actually replaced that strip now.
Arch, I think I laughed for like 30 minutes straight after I saw that video, and I showed it to my mom, and she was dying of laughter. Oh,
I would have
so
bashed
funny.
his head in with the briefcase and then
Well,
pulled the
Funny
coppers.
story.
No, I just belted him and then I just fucked off quick. I didn't want to
Good.
be involved. I didn't want to be involved.
I
I
don't
was
blame
just
you.
going about my business.
That's right.
I didn't want to be involved. I don't want to get concerned. I just got the hell out.
Good.
That's all I did. I don't know what happened. It's just one of those. Anthony Napolitano, $5 for nephew Sam's first watch fund. I gotta
All
tell
right.
you, I'm gonna be in touch with him because you know what? He's pretty damn. He's the only family member who's ever wanted to know me.
There you go.
Believe you me, he is a cool
Cat.
kid. He's just so cool. Sam, I'm just actually.
Archie, you should take him under your wing. Maybe he will take over the business one day. You never know.
The biz.
He'll be the new pontiff in waiting, right?
AC4.
Well, he can be a pontiff. He'd have to be a. What's under
Yeah, it's the
pontiff?
cardinal.
Cardinal?
Yeah.
I
the
just sent
cardinal.
him a text. I just sent him a message on the
Tim, you
Facebook.
got to try Lorenzo Villoresi. I just got a sample kit for $100 of 5-liter vials. I'm gonna order. Awesome, but I didn't buy it from Mark Gerber.
Jesus.
I buy it
Yankee Doodle
direct.
is on a lot of these disaster dates, man. I feel bad for him, man.
Yankee Doodle, $2. Just came back from a date. Let me tell you this, Yankee. You know what the answer is? Let me tell you something. My dad, years ago, he was in corporate finance. Okay, and he flew. He loved it. He loved his job. He flew up to this guy who was a complete moron, right? He was short, ugly, just nothing going for him, right? My dad went out to a night. I don't know how he told this story to my mum without my mum losing her temper, but anyhow, it's another story. They go out. He wants to pick up girls. And you know what he said? He said, if you keep asking, one will eventually say yes. And that's the thing with Yankee. He's got the disasters, but he's that closer
He's gaining
to
the
having
experience.
success.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I think that's a cool thing, man. That's just so cool to No, Sard, I had you in the waiting room because the numbers weren't right, and then you jumped off, Sard. So, I mean, come on, man. You had mediocre crap.
Archie looks like an important man. I wouldn't.
Yeah, but
no.
I'm just saying, man. Look, you came on. You got to just say there.
What?
You got to do your time. You got to do your time.
He's
I mean,
wearing a Ferragamo belt. I can see that in the picture. The horse bit.
yes,
See it?
he is. He is. Look. He's welcome back on, but man, you got to understand how it works. GB $2. My sister is moving to Townsville. Is it an okay place?
Where's Townsville? In Australia?
Look, it's in Queensland. I'm in the state of Queensland, right? Townsville, I'll be honest with you. It's a mining town, okay? Townsville has a casino there.
Oh.
It's
Lots
very
of hookers.
it's very forgettable. It's a forgettable sort of town. Is it okay? Look, it's not a bad place. I mean, it's rural. It's rural Queensland. Do you want to live in rural Queensland? Personally, I'd rather be in Brisbane, but
Guys,
You know
I think
what I'm
one day
saying?
we got to go to Australia and go visit Mr. GMT and the Pontiff himself.
And here we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Sam Burley, $5. Might need to still hold off on the watch for a few months. Still need to buy a car. I would love to talk about watches either way. Yes, Sam, I've just sent you a message on Facebook. Just respond. I think he has responded. I've got to have a chat to this dude. Man, I'll give you a call.
Don't buy a car though. Cars are the biggest money pit.
Well, in
Of all
Australia,
time.
we sort of
Need a car.
you need a car.
Yeah.
It's
You need a
kind of
car.
hard. You know, it's hard to get around. The
Buy
public,
a beater, a shitter car, but buy a good watch.
yeah, that's
There you
what I
go.
would highly get Japanese. Japanese stuff
Yeah.
works.
A little
You know what?
Toyota or Honda.
Tell me this.
How long are we doing a 3-hour show today? Are we doing a
Yeah,
3
what's
hour
going on, Arch?
Yeah, of course I'm doing 3 hour.
3 hours?
Yeah, you don't have to stay on for 3. I mean, whatever you want, man.
Okay, I might jump off because I had a stream set and
That's okay.
I do need to go to bed early tonight. That's
Man, it's okay, man. I love you. You know this. I just want to say that to you. I really love you. You're a good guy. Let me ask you this. What do you think of this idea? So what I'm doing is I'm no longer promoting links to other people. I'm
Unless
actually
they pay.
charging them. Unless they pay. What do you think, Stefano? Is that wrong?
Well, hey, it's free enterprise. You're an entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur. That's
Yes.
exactly it.
Entrepreneur.
You know? So that's the way it goes, Tim. Tim had a big sissy fit with me the other day. I tried to give him the discounted rate.
Ooh.
He was angry at me and said, I'm ripping him off and this. Well, so now the rate, I've times it by 2.5.
Oh.
That's the daily rate.
Ouch.
Ouch.
What is it, $20 a day or?
No, it's $50 a day for the to
Oh
post
my
the link.
goodness.
But when he pays in advance, I rounded it down to $16 a day.
Oh, that's not bad.
But he thought it was dear. So now I want to show somebody what is dear. You understand?
Oh,
I got to
yes.
teach a few lessons. Do you
Yes,
understand?
yes.
Some lessons need to be taught. Marco,
Well, Tim,
let me tell
he's-
you this,
he's been
man.
your
I
whipping
love you.
post.
You are a great guy, man. You are always welcome here. You know that? You're one
For
of the
you,
greatest.
no charge.
appreciate that.
You
man. I appreciate that, Arch. I'm gonna jump off.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind. I'm
And,
not doing
and for you, Marco, I will only charge you Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night to post the link. For the rest of the week,
well, it is
I'll give you a
Tuesday.
freebie, right?
It is a
But
Tuesday.
yeah, hey, Stefano, you just be careful with what you're giving away, man. Okay?
Yeah, no,
You know what I
he's-
mean, man?
he's the old
Man.
soul.
Yeah. Okay, he got carried away because he likes you. He got carried away
He's a
because
young
he likes
Cary
you.
Grant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's our boy.
So I got to tell you seriously, man, this is the whole thing. You've got to realize this. The whole thing is
Alrighty, Arch. I'm gonna take off. Take care.
Bright Blue comment, $5. Thank you. Fellas, what should be my next watch? Currently own an OG Batman, a 3861, so the OG original Batman, that's the oyster one. He's got a 3861, that's the new Speedmaster, and he's got a 1969 Burgundy Seamaster 60 Big Crown.
Wow.
Are they special?
Then, you know,
They're not.
69 is special, but
If he had the 300 meter, that'd be more special,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
it's okay. It's okay.
okay. It's okay.
It's
What
better
should
than
be
owning
your-
a Hublot.
look, definitely you got to get more Rolex, bright blue.
Oh yeah.
You got to get more Rolex. So what I'd be doing is I'd be getting myself a diving
Submariner.
Rolex, submariner or deep sea, something Rolex diver. That's what you need
Yes.
to do. It's obvious. It's like a hole. It's like a big hole in the wall.
Yep.
Toyota Mo, $5. Sam, Toyota Mo recommends a Toyota. Very good. Seriously, a Toyota. You know what? I honestly don't care. I drive the Honda. I've found with dating women, they really don't give a shit about your car. They're more concerned what you can do for them as opposed to what you... They honestly don't really care. Let me put it this way. If you turn up in a Honda with flowers or turn up in a Mercedes with no flowers, you get more credence with the flowers.
Definitely.
That's the thing. Okay?
Don't forget, variety is the spice of life.
And GB. And the other thing is, too, you can pass it off, too. Let me tell you a story, Stefano. I wasn't very good as a husband in a previous relationship. And I had my wife's pink number plates. I was borrowing her car, okay? It had pink number plates. And this girl said, "Why do you have pink number plates?" I didn't want to say it was my wife's car.
No.
I said, "It's my favorite color. Isn't it yours?" "Oh, yes, of course." That was it.
That was
it's my favorite color. Of course, I love pink. Don't you?
There you
go.
go.
Oh, yeah, of course. Why not?
Perfect.
You gotta pitch it. You gotta pitch it. GB, $2. Going to get another paid review. What's the wait? Actually, the wait isn't that long. It's about a week. It's about a week. Because it's I'm actually, that one I did last night, that video was only from the 1st of August.
Oh.
So it wasn't, the wait isn't terrible because I'm trying to be proactive. I'm trying to be proactive. That's what I'm trying to do. So let me just say this to you. Definitely, Thomas Crown, definitely no on the flowers. What does he mean by that?
He's not a ladies' man. Thomas Crown Affair was a good movie, though.
Which one? The original or the one
Both.
with Pierce?
Well, I like the original more, but with Pierce Brosnan, though, and Rene Russo was good, too.
Rene Russo was in both.
Yes, that's right.
I like the Rolls Royce. He had a Corniche with the roof.
Yes,
that's a very rare car because the Corniche was normally a convertible.
That's right.
That's a Park Ward Mulliner hand coach built car in the day. They were very, very special. He had a Patek pocket watch. And then in the other movie, he had a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso.
That's right.
And they took Jaeger-LeCoultre off the dial. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that.
Because he was contracted to Omega.
Oh, for James Bond, that's right.
Yes. So let me ask this, guys. Lolex.
What's up?
Man. Do you bring flowers on a date? Yes, no?
Yeah. Well, depends on the girl. Yeah, if I'm dating someone, I'll bring her flowers.
Yeah, if it's just wham, bam, thank you,
what
man.
Sort of
He's
flowers?
not going to bring that.
What sort of flowers? What's
Depends.
your best roses? Do you like roses or not?
No, never roses. You don't
What's
get
wrong
roses
with Stefano? What's wrong with roses?
Nothing. I love them.
That's too much.
Spray roses, especially
I buy them
if
wholesale.
I do
buy them wholesale.
Yeah, you can buy them wholesale.
I do like a white or a pink flower. That's what I'll usually do. But again, this is if I'm dating someone.
Right.
Or a random girl, no.
Ooh, he's just
young.
nasty. The flowers are so cheap. I'd get anything to get. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. Lepo76, $9 New Zealand, 14060, 2-line Swiss only dial. Do you guys think the Swiss only dial should sell for a premium? Not really. There's so many.
No,
the problem is there's so many variations. This is the thing that pisses me off. Everybody says, I've got this version. I got that. You know what? Seriously? I even knew someone who had a Batman that ended in 888. You know, the serial number?
Yes.
Ooh. You think
That's
that would be
big in
worth
Asia.
thousands more? Yeah, it's a Hong Kong.
Yeah.
You think it would be worth thousands more? When he went to sell it to the dealer, it didn't get a massive premium.
No.
Okay? Little bit more.
Yeah.
But you know what? There are so many. Everybody thinks everything they've got is going to be worth $1 million. There's so many variations.
Yeah.
Come on.
To make a few extra more dollars, you'd have to sell that in Hong Kong. 888 or 168.
Exactly right.
Mr. GMT has a triple black 888 serial number.
Because they all go to Hong Kong. I don't know if you know that.
Yes.
They Rolex sends them to Hong Kong.
Exactly.
888. There's so many you know what? I'm more concerned with getting nice condition. I just say get nice condition. That's the best you can do. Condition to me is the most important variable. These
condition and boxing papers. That's it.
Yeah. 100% there. 100%. I got to tell you guys, seriously, it's yeah. I got to tell you, Lolex, what's going on in your world there? He's a young man. See, how can we help him, Stefano? I tell you honestly, he's got a beautiful Porsche Cayman, beautiful car.
Nice.
He's got a Submariner, and he's got a Datejust. Absolutely
with
schmicko.
Wimbledon dial.
Thank you. I called, by the way. Sorry to cut you off, Stefano. I called about that Air King. It's gone.
Oh,
couldn't get
it's
it.
okay.
Wow.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Of course,
gone,
it wouldn't last.
Yeah, no way. It's crazy. Air Kings, you can't even get those now.
Do you have a nice pen?
Nice pen? No, I use my company sent me a bunch of Bic pens, so I was wondering is the fountain pen worth investing in? I've never used one.
Look,
so I wouldn't know.
Do you write cards for women? Do you write love? Listen, do you write love letters to women? Yes or no?
For girls I'm dating? No, even then, no. I've never written a love letter.
It's not a young man thing.
Do you know how cheap it is? You know what I do? Let me just give you a secret,
It's
okay?
not a money thing. It's a
what
weird
I do,
thing. That is weird if I give that
Okay,
to
let me just explain it to you, Stefano. I take a photograph of every card I issue.
Right.
Then, when I'm dating someone else in that early stage, I just use the same card over and over again. Why reinvent the wheel?
Exactly.
Do you understand?
So wait, you write like a card, and then you just use it for every girl. It's
yeah,
like
basically, yeah. That's exactly right.
Calm down. Calm down.
Why
That's a
reinvent the wheel?
That's a cool thing. I think that's cool. I'm agreeing with you.
So these cards are like a buck each. Girls don't like cards? I don't understand this, Stefano. Do girls not like
girls would think it's weird for him to give a card unless it's his girlfriend or it's Christmas or
Now, I got to
Valentine's
tell
Day
you,
or
Tim,
birthday.
I'm sorry, man. Rollerball doesn't count. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Rollerball doesn't count. It's got to be a
Archie's so
fountain,
confrontational,
Stefano.
Damn.
Rollerball doesn't count. What do
You
you
need that fluidity. You need that fluidness.
I mean, come on,
the
man.
Flair.
You can't use an expensive rollerball. That's cheating. That's like
It is, yeah.
That's like getting your mum to ring up work when you're not feeling well and say he's not feeling well. He's not coming in today.
That's good. That's good.
You know what I'm saying or not?
I also have just a regular cheapie. So.
Huh. That's like a $2 jammy.
Yeah, I don't know why you even wasted our time with that, but okay. Fair
Oh,
enough.
Mont Blanc.
Yeah.
He's showing off. See,
Picks.
these New
It's a
Yorkers,
picks.
they have no.
That's the for show off. You know, I was gonna buy. They had this one with the small logo for discount for like $1.50, and I said no. I want the big one. I want people to see it because I have a
He
small
wants people
ego.
to see that Mont Blanc.
Yeah.
Here we go. Anthony Napolitano, $10. Archie, I'm going to trade my anniversary Speedy and Tudor GMT for a anniversary Speedy and a Tudor GMT for a two-tone root beer, or I can pay a bit more and get the all-stale offshore chrono on a bracelet with the new 369 dial layout. So the anniversary, what's he talking about, the anniversary Speedy? What's he talking about?
The offshore chrono.
I'm gonna trade my
The anniversary Speedy. What's that? Is he talking about the?
I think that's the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
50.
That's with the 3-2-1 movement, isn't it?
I would go with the root beer.
Yeah, definitely. I think the root beer is a good way to go. That's a great watch.
Yeah.
You're going to enjoy it. It'll be great.
It's actually still very cheap. it's the same price as the steel Pepsi, which makes no sense. Actually, maybe even cheaper. Makes no
Are
sense.
they?
It's
I
more...
think the root beers went up, Tim.
No.
They didn't.
No.
Okay.
And
It's
Saad
selling
is
for about
too.
20.
Saad seems to be really nasty. He's too cheap to super chat. Stefano, that's a Baroni tie, as you mentioned before. That Baroni, good vibes. But Saad, why don't you super chat a little bit?
He's saying he's your biggest fan.
Whoa.
I'm your biggest fan, but I haven't seen
Ooh,
it.
what's happened? We never heard your wife laugh before. What's happened, Tim?
I think she's in lingerie. Imagine she walks by in lingerie right now. No offense, Tim.
She probably just saw that
Is
he
she in
shaved.
lingerie right now? Is
She
in
saw
lingerie?
that he shaved the beard. That's why she's laughing.
No, she was there before. She was
Oh.
there behind him before.
Holy shite.
What happened?
Turn the camera right now,
What
Tim.
the hell?
Archie, tell
What?
him you'll forgive him if he turns the camera. I think she's in lingerie. I'm calling it right now.
That looked like a bra coming across.
Yeah, I know. That's a, oh, it's ears.
Oh, it's the bunny ears.
I think she just came out in bunny ears.
She was
I'm
wearing
sick.
ears and the
Hey,
Sailor
man.
Moon costume and everything.
Oh,
Damn.
I think that's
Damn.
foreplay. You better get off the
I
air.
think that's
What
time for you to
the
get off,
hell?
buddy.
Guys, I'll see you on the
On the next one.
episode.
God,
No
damn,
worries, Tim. Hey,
Life must be great.
it's nice to see him. You know, he's so stiff at
Life
times.
must
You know,
be-
Oh yeah. Let's hope he's stiff now.
wings and watches, $5 for.
Oh, that's a cool
the
guy.
pontiff.
Pontiff.
Tell me this. What would you say to a young man? I'd say he needs a briefcase. Every man needs a briefcase. Okay.
Every man. But
know
the
why you
young
need a
They
briefcase?
generation
don't use it.
Don't-
They don't use it, but yeah.
You know why you need a briefcase? Because if you're writing love letters to other ladies, the other ones come in, they can't get in. With that Louis Vuitton lock, there's no way you're in.
with those messenger bags, anybody can just flip over the
Yeah,
flap and look
get-
through it.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly, man.
It's funny you're bringing up love notes. I did some cleaning the other day, and I found an old love note from a girlfriend. It's long, too.
Ooh,
So you want me to get it?
nice.
I'll grab it right now. You
Sure.
guys want to see it?
Show
Yeah,
us.
why not?
Show
Let's
us.
have a look. I
I'll get it
always,
right now.
that's always cool. Tim S, $5. I knew nothing about pens. What fountain pen would you recommend? Doesn't need to be the most luxurious, but one that functions well and lasts. Parker Duofold, solid
Yeah.
18 karat gold nib. This is the best pen I've ever had. That's why I keep it. You know what? I had Mont Blanc, I had Montegrappa, and I said, which nibs do I like the best? Cartier and the Duofold. They're
Duofold.
expensive. Duofold's not cheap.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
But you get what you pay for. There you go, Tim. That's the advice.
Good is not cheap,
let's read this
and cheap
letter
is
there,
not good.
Lolex.
I'm not going to read all of it, but
Just read a bit of it. Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Man, she really liked you.
Oh.
What did she say? What did she say, Lolex?
my dearest Lolex. Hold on. I haven't read this in years. My dearest Lolex. We've been through so much together. Windstorms, basketball games, late night walks, amusement parks, adventures, and we've seen so much. We protected each other, so on and so forth. What is it? I couldn't imagine going through this journey without you. I love you. Melanie.
And then you dumped her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't dump her. Why did we break up? I don't remember. Why did we break up? I don't remember why we broke up. This
What
was from
happened to Melanie?
2017.
What happened to that poor little Mel?
She's married now. She's married.
Oh, you missed
She
a
got
good
married.
one.
She
Yeah.
sounded really nice.
Yeah.
Stefano.
Yeah, I fucked that up. I'll admit.
Lolex, there's nothing like the love of a good woman.
Yeah, I messed that one up. It is what it is.
There is nothing. I'm gonna write that down, man. That's the words of women. There
There's nothing like the love
there
of a
is
good woman.
nothing.
Yeah. I haven't
Is
seen
that
this
your
in forever.
quote? Like the love of a who said that?
I did. I used it a few times, but only the special ones.
I'm gonna use that, Stefano. I'm sorry.
No, go right ahead, my boy.
Did you want me to quote it? I can quote
No,
it in there.
no, not at all. Make believe
I
they're your
do
words.
referencing footnotes. Footnotes from Stefano, the cool.
They used to
dude.
call me, my nickname was Akisa, A-K-I-S-A, a knight in shining armor. Because I used to give, when I had a nice girl, I used to give her 11 real roses and a plastic one and say, my love for you will last until the final flower dies.
Oh,
And
man.
it would never
Yeah.
die.
Hey, Stefano.
I was a sap too. I'm a romantic. What can I say?
I'm like sad.
Man, I
kinda
love
like-
you, Stefano.
I want to go for a drive right now. I'm sad.
Why?
No,
calm
don't be
down.
sad, man.
I
We're
just,
trying to
forgot about it.
boost you to get out there.
Yeah.
He's only young. Look, sometimes you get married too young.
That's
It's
the
not
thing,
good
too.
for you anyhow. You evolve and
How old are you,
change.
Lolex?
I just turned 30.
Oh my God, I
You
got
should-
motocross cars more than twice your age, or almost twice your age.
Man.
ha. Tim S.
You
We
was
did.
hot.
Okay, we said that for Tim. We gave him
Yeah,
the
the
invite.
dual-fold.
I reckon the dual fold, because the dual fold is also it's not pretentious. People
No.
just think it's a parka, but it's actually
Yeah.
a very special parka.
That's right.
It's very
It's the high line of Parker.
yes, exactly right there. It's and I remember the ad. You remember the ad for the duofold? It was
They
in a
had-
Rolls Royce. It was in a
Yes,
Rolls Royce.
yes.
Remember there was two Rolls Royces that came along there, and there was the Silver Spirit and this 1920s. I think it was a 20 HP or something. Do. They bowed each other. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have respect for the mark. You know. Parker's actually a French company. I don't know if you know
It
that.
is, yes.
You know that? I thought they were English for years.
I thought it was American, but no, they are French.
Yeah, I didn't even. They had a huge market in England, huge market in America.
In America, in Europe. Oh yeah.
It's when I was in high
Parker's-
school, when I had my first job making money, I gave the bloody thing away to this girl, which is stupid. But when I had a first bit of money came in, you know what I bought for myself? I bought a Parker fountain pen with a gold nib. It wasn't a duofold. It was just I love that pen. I remember this my ancient history teacher. She said, "You got an expensive pen there," because she had the same one. I
Ooh,
said, "Yes, that's my first job."
yes.
And I gave it to a woman. I tell you what happened, okay? So I'll tell you what I did with it. I don't know. This is stupid. I had this beautiful
No.
Parker. I met this girl. Her surname was Hargraves. I can't
Ooh.
remember her first name, okay? But she was so busty and beautiful. I met her in a nightclub, and I remember thinking to myself, you know what? Do I go in for the squeeze? Because her breasts were so... I thought, you know what? Let's save that to the second date. I'll prove that I'm a good man by not touching her tits. You understand, Stefano, or not?
Yes.
What I didn't... And I was tongue kissing her. It was amazing. What I didn't know is her boyfriend, who she'd just broken up with, was over the other side.
Uh-oh.
And I'm lucky I didn't get smacked, okay? Because I was really enjoying the coming of age, okay? I'm in this nightclub. It was actually Friday's nightclub, Riverside Centre. I can tell you exactly where I was. I'm beaming myself. I'm thin again and beautiful. Okay, sorry, Stefano. And I thought, I honestly love this girl because she wasn't just beautiful. She was fucking gorgeous, busty.
So she was
And
voluptuous.
she went to a private school. She had an elegant talk, and we started talking. I had my Rolex, by the way.
Ooh.
I don't know how the hell I didn't fuck it up. We started tongue kissing in this nightclub. I gave her my phone number. I remember I was infatuated with her because she was so beautiful. She was a manageress at a steak restaurant called Sizzler, which is kind of a chain.
Oh,
It's kind
Sizzler,
of
yeah.
It's kind of like a chain. It's like
Yeah.
a tuck. It's like
It's like
a
Outback.
bonanza. A bonanza rest. You know,
Yeah,
it's a steak.
Bonanza, Outback.
It's a middle class. Anyhow, she
It's
was.
okay.
She was. That's where because she was a uni student and she worked at Sizzler. Okay, because she told me, and her surname was Hargraves. I remember how you spelled it. Her first name started with L. Lorena. I can't. It wasn't Lana. It was something weird. A little bit
Laura?
weird. No, it was weird. It was unusual. Okay. And I remember I was kissing her. Fuck, and I was these tits. I remember my side of my arm was rubbing these breasts, right? And I thought, do I touch? No. I thought to myself, you know what? This is a really good girl. Just be nice.
That's
Don't
right.
go for
Be
the
a
tits.
gentleman.
Be a gentleman. I was kissing her. We exchanged phone numbers. I even had my own business card from a young age. From 15,
Wow.
I've had business cards, okay? I wouldn't tell Rolex this because he's just too swanky. See, he thinks so hot with the Porsche and the backwards cap. You know what? I'm not giving you my dating tips. I had business cards from 15, dating cards. I had raised type. It was white with a black raised type. I'm just telling you I'm just telling you, right?
Was it linen or laid paper?
It was a textured pattern.
Linen probably. Back then that was the style.
And let me tell you this, right? I was so in love with her because I thought this would be a great girlfriend. She was, fuck me dead. She was beautiful. Little bit, she wasn't super thin, but
she was
wouldn't say she
was voluptuous.
She wasn't fat, okay? But
no,
she was
voluptuous.
Exactly. But she was stunning. Like, she had a nice face. Tits, man. I remember rubbing this. I thought, fuck me dead. And you know what? I got her phone number. I just left it be. She went. She never, ever went out with me at all because she went back to the fucking boyfriend. Went back to the fucking boyfriend.
She used you to make him jealous.
I was so in love with her, I sent her my Parker gold. It was gold. It was a lot of money for me. That pen was a lot of money. I sent it to her because I was so in love with her.
Wow.
I don't know why the fuck I did that. I mean, she probably just threw it away and said, "What's this piece of shit this idiot?"
No, I bet you she saved it.
And I remember I bought that pen when I was in grade 11. It was a lot of money. It was like...
Is that the one you had? With the
It was
with the
all
checkered?
gold. All gold. And the lid came off. It was all gold.
Yes.
And it had a solid gold nib because I remember insisting on that. It was about... This was in 1987 I bought it.
Wow.
No, 1988. 1988, and it cost me $120 then. Which was a lot of money for a kid. You understand?
For sure.
And, sorry, we just had a big super chat here. Duco Ted, $100. For young bucks, listen to this love knowledge. The Pontiff is dropping. Captain, gentleman. And I sent her this pen. I also invited her to my 19th birthday party.
Did she come?
No. No, she rang me and said, I've gone back to such and my boyfriend. And
well, at least she rang you.
Yeah,
What did you do for your
I kept calling. I think it was more I was stalking her, okay? And I sent her my pen. I don't know why the fuck. Can I get my pen back?
Oh, no.
And I gotta tell you, I was so in love with her. Like, she was a decent woman, right? The only other woman, let me say this to you, Stefano, the only other woman I realized when I was dating that is fucking special. Let me tell you this, Stefano. Because you got to remember, I've lived in Asia. My bed count is probably like a phone number, okay?
That's a good thing.
Okay, I'm just telling you. The only other woman I've ever realized, like that thing with the breasts, do I touch or leave it alone? The only other time I've ever felt this is a good woman, don't blow it, is actually the Japanese wife who I gave that antique bracelet to.
Oh.
Because she's you know what I'm saying? So that's the only other time I've been with someone. Normally, I just hedonistic pleasure all the way. And it was, I think her name was Lorinda Hargraves. There you go.
There you go.
And
the one that got away.
She went to a private school, good family, good everything, and I sent her my pen. Is that weird?
No. She probably still has it.
I don't know. Stefano, I don't know. But you know what, Stefano? It's kind of sad. You know what I mean? It's sad.
The one that got away.
And by the way, I gave her the pen because I had a Mont Blanc.
Ooh.
I'd already upgraded by then to a Mont Blanc. I had Mont Blanc. Okay, listen to this. I had triple Mont Blancs because I had the pen, the fountain pen.
Yeah.
the rollerball, and the
Yeah,
pencil.
and the pencil.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I had the 3.
The triple.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you something even more crazier, Stefano. I had a president in tiger green.
Wow.
I had about 7 presidents.
Wow.
I had a president in tiger green, and I had the diplomat in tiger green. They were matching,
Wow.
matching. And I remember walking into Louis Vuitton with 2 of them, and they said, and I said, yes. One's for my work gear, the other one is for my ego. What do you think of that?
Touche.
Double briefcase. Double.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Not just one president. You got double matching. A diplomat and a president.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. They have to bow in your presence.
Exactly. And let me tell you this. I've actually been to the Louis Vuitton store. I had this Chinese girlfriend, right? Very pretentious. You know what the Chinese are like.
Oh, yeah.
Face is very... And she was a doctor as well. And I thought, what can I do that's not going to cost me any money, but going to look like $1 million, right? And I went into Vuitton, 2 suitcases and a president to get painting done. Could you imagine how people look at you? There's a lineup.
Wow.
Come this way, sir. Would you like champagne? You go there. You look like $1 million. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stefano. I haven't always been a good man, you know.
We all have those dark moments in our life.
I have strayed, you know what I'm saying,
It's okay.
Stefano? I do regret that, you know. I had a good friend of mine who was dying. Okay? He's featured on the channel, Herman, okay? He was a real estate agent, right? And I sold him, it's a long story. I sold him a ladies' date just, and it never fucking worked.
Ooh.
Right? And later on I found out what had happened is I serviced it like 6 times for him. When they put the back on, somewhere along the way, they had put on a fucking Oyster Perpetual back. It was slightly narrower. So when you screwed it on, it stopped the rotor going freely.
Yes.
And that's why it didn't work.
Wow.
But with him, I sold it to him. It was a 69173 and it had the Japanese 2 diamonds, the 6 and the 9.
9.
Okay? Because that was a special Japanese market. Normally, they had the 10 diamonds. This was a 2 diamond dial. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I said to Herman, Herman, look, mate, if it's not working, I'll give you your money back. Okay, and I actually refunded him. Okay, that's what I did, and we became friends because I just said, Herman, look, his business went really bad. He went from being flying nicely to his life went really bad. Okay, and I had similar problems, and I said, look, I can't give you all the money back in one hit because I don't have it. Honestly, I said I will pay you off. And that's what I did. I paid him his money back, and we became friends. Okay. It's actually annoying because I actually bought another watch in to swap it, and then I bought this watch, and then he said to me, "Would you mind if I don't take the watch and take the money?" And I thought, I didn't say anything to him, but I thought, fuck, I've already outlaid for another watch to swap it with you, and now you want to not buy it? If only you would have told me that. So my cash flow was really fucked. Do you understand? Because I ended up having 2 of these things in stock. You know what I mean?
Plus you had to pay for the new back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Obviously, eventually you sold both.
Well, it's one of these things. You know what I mean? It's look, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's kind of, it is what it is. It's got a bit of a nasty comment here. How should I handle this, Stefano?
Is that true, or he's just spewing poison, lies?
I think it's true. What should I do?
What, that he's streaming right now? He told you he had a stream going right now.
I don't know what he
Before
said.
he left, he said it, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you be upset?
See, I don't know these things about streaming. I don't do any of that. Rebel streaming. I don't know.
Yeah, but Steph, I'm just asking you, me and you, we're just two friends. We're two old guys, okay?
Well,
Common manners.
If he announced it to you and you didn't say nothing.
I didn't quite pick up on it. I didn't know what he meant. I just kind of, I didn't say anything.
Because he said, I think he said, I planned the stream. Because maybe he thought you weren't going to do the 3-hour mark or
maybe,
something.
Yeah. Look, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Look.
What are you going to do? That's our little part.
You know what? It's not worth having a fight. I might actually run. I might run this for another 10, 15 minutes, and it is what it is.
You're the better man, and the bigger man. Just go on to him and say, "Hey, I just came to say hello. The Pontiff has come to visit and bless you guys."
I just leave it. You know, I don't want to. But what I'm trying to tell you this story is, Stefano, is, you know, this things with love and that there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you about Herman, right?
Yep.
Herman, he was German, right?
Right.
He came to Australia in 1988 with 180,000. Okay, now that doesn't mean much to you, but in 1988,
it's a lot of money back then.
you could buy a beautiful luxury house. We're not talking Hollywood Hills luxury houses,
but a nice house.
That house
upper
today,
middle class.
Upper middle, very like 4-bedroom, private cul-de-sac.
Oh, definitely.
That house now is worth $1 million. Okay,
there you go.
Over $1 million. Over $1 million.
So who did he bequeath it to? His children?
No, it's a long story. What happened to Herman was he had a heart problems. He took a couple years off. He was a real estate agent. He took a couple years off, and he had to remortgage it.
Oh.
To survive during that time. Okay,
Yeah.
Herman's had 18 BMWs in his life.
Oh, wow.
I think we just lost Lolex. That doesn't matter. It's me and you. It's me and you, wizard. Wizard.
The old timers.
Let me tell you this. So
14
Herman
BMWs. Wow.
He was German. He had a few in
38.
Germany. So he never owned a Mercedes. He was always loyal to BMW because his town was near Munich or something.
Right.
His first car was an Alfa Romeo. He said he loved it. He had an Alfa Romeo. Then it was BMWs constantly. Lovely guy. I actually liked Herman. Herman, I used to visit him. I didn't visit him enough because he was a long way away, and I should have. Look, I did visit him a fair bit. Okay.
Well, good.
And Herman, what happened was his next wife. He married this busty woman. But she was an alcoholic and really abusive.
Ugh, that's not good.
And, you know, she was so nasty. When he died, she rang me and said, Herman has died. I said, when's the service? I want to go to the funeral. Herman said he doesn't want a funeral. He just wants a cremation and his ashes taken to New Zealand. And I thought, this is bullshit. She was too stingy to have $1,000 service. Can you believe that? She didn't.
And she probably sucked them dry for everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fucking evil woman.
Well, Herman, they had a house together. So he had massive problems with money, okay? Massive. He had credit card debt, he had all these things were going bad. Herman also had this infection on his foot. He had diabetes. They ended up amputating his leg.
Wow.
under, just up from the knee, above the knee. Okay, so he had
Very sad.
Okay, because they fucked up. He had this ulcer on his foot, and they fucked it up. And it, you understand what I'm saying? It was just a number of things went wrong in his life, right?
God rest his soul.
And then, by the way, I'll tell you a story about Herman just very quickly. Super Chat, Toyota Mo, just checking the Super Chat is working. Seems a lot of people are worried about the Super Chat money, but none of them are contributing. Let go. Okay. Thank you, Toyota Mo. Herman, listen to this. He said to me, Paul, can you help me sell my Rolex? It was a two-tone date.
Oh.
Okay. And he'd changed the bloody crown to a steel crown. It should have been a gold crown because it was he said, anyhow. And I expected him to give me the watch. You know what he did?
What?
He pulled out a pawn stub.
Oh, shit.
And I said, Herman, what's gone wrong? He said, things are really bad. I said, Herman, give me the stub. I'll take care of it. I'll pick it up. I'll get it. I'll wholesale it off. And I'll give you the money. Okay? Just.
Sad.
Really sad. Really sad.
Yep.
And I got him a Tissot a Tissot. It was a Tissot. And he wasn't moving his hands enough. It kept stopping. And because he wasn't active. Because nothing was wrong with the watch. He was dying.
He was so lethargic.
I got him then a quartz Seiko.
Oh, there you go.
I got to say.
Never stops.
Quickly. Live with Rolex, $5. Lots of people concerned about snakes, but don't want to pay the pontiff. Thank you. And then I remember visiting Herman, right? So he had his leg amputated.
Poor guy.
He lived on a golf course community. He was in arrears to American Express. They are bad people to owe money to. American Express.
They'll put you in jail.
They will.
I know a guy that went to jail because of American Express because of $175,000 on this graphite card. They had him arrested, charged, indicted, and he went in.
Yep, that's how Amex works.
Oh yeah.
Anyhow, so then he moved out of the golf community, and I remember he had a BMW 325i, an E90 325i in blue. It was a lovely looking car, but it was getting old and tired. And then he rented a house, and he was in real estate still. And I said, Herman, you got to get rid of this car. Is trouble. He said, I need to keep the image. He's got to keep the image.
Yeah.
It was really sad to see him leg amputated. I mean, he was a really nice man. Do you understand what I'm saying or not?
Sure. It's very sad.
And I said, before he died, I said, Herman, what do you think of? You're on your deathbed. The bloody wife, he said, nothing works down there. This is what he said to me. Nothing works down there. He said, but I would do anything if she could rub her tits in my face.
Huh.
She wouldn't do that, of course.
Of course. God forbid.
God forbid.
Yeah. Ooh. Hotsy totsy.
I said, Herman, what do you think about? I said, Herman, do you believe in God? And what he said to me is, he said, Paul, I can't afford not to believe in God at my stage.
That's true. He's right.
That's what he said to me. And I said, Herman, what do you do when you're at night here? Because he had a lot of pain. He had phantom leg pain. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I said, what do you think about? He goes, Paul, you know what I think about? I relive when I fucked off to Bangkok, when that bitch stayed home and I told her I was on a business trip and I fucked myself silly. I relive those fantasies.
There you go.
That's
the only thing you take with you, my friend.
That's what he told me. So, sometimes you can feel a bit guilty.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying or not?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I lived in Hong Kong just under 8.5 years. I must have been Manila and Cebu maybe 30 times.
How did you find that?
I got laid, relayed, delayed, overlaid, parlayed, and marmalade every night.
Ha ha.
Oh yeah, I loved
Just
it.
out of interest there, guys, we've had a few people saying, can we donate in Bitcoin? If you look in the description, I do take Bitcoins. Bitcoins and crypto is gladly accepted. I've just posted the link to donate in crypto. I do like that
Why
crypto
not?
crap.
There you go.
You know what? That's the whole thing. When I got to be honest with you, okay? I've had a few fantasy few fantasy things, right? I remember I've done a few dodgy, I mean, I shouldn't really be saying this to you, but no one's watching. They've all fucked off to the other stream. I remember, I flew into Singapore. I got the room ready.
Ooh.
Flowers, chilled wine, pink bubbly.
Ooh, pink champagne.
Because what I used to do is, Australia is a wine country. It's cheap.
Yes.
As I was flying into Singapore, I'd pick up some duty-free wine and take it to Singers, where it's very expensive.
Sure.
Very quickly, Fincus Maximus, £4.50. Great story, guys. 2 a.m. in the UK, but transfixed. No worries. I remember I flew into Singers, got the room ready, made the room, like had the flat. I said, right, I want a ice bucket to put the champagne in. I had flowers. I had just beautifully. I put all my clothes away. I then jumped in a taxi because I went to pick her up. She was flying in.
Oh.
I'll meet her at the airport. Before I did that, I stopped off at 4 Floors of Whores and had a bit of a walk around. As you do.
Of course you have to.
Anthony Napolitano, $2. Everyone send a quick super chat. Yes, sir. We're going to wrap this up in the next 5 minutes, but I'm just going to finish this story. Picked her up. Right, so I was at the air. This is what you do. This is that doesn't cost you money. It's the little things that impresses. So she was Japanese. She didn't speak English fantastically. I'm waiting there for her. Do you understand? Like, that is a big thing if you're flying into a
hell
country.
yes. It's a gentlemanly thing to do.
I picked her up from the air. So I grabbed her luggage. We go and take a taxi. I get the Mercedes. I want a Mercedes. The business class.
Ooh.
Do you understand or not?
Wine and dine.
Well, it wasn't that much more expensive.
It's okay.
I think it was a business. I can't remember. Was it a Mercedes or a Chrysler 300C? Because that's both their business class.
That's right.
Sam Burley, $2. Thank you, Sam. And then went back to the hotel, and it was amazing. Unpacked her stuff. We had a bit of fun in the bedroom. I gave her some presents, some, perfume and stuff. And all you need to do, the secret is chivalry. Because I used to be a chauffeur for a company that had Rolls Royces.
Oh, wow.
So I've been to chauffeur school.
Very nice.
Chivalry is not, having your pinky up when you drink your tea. Chivalry is just little manners. What would you like to eat? Let's get some food in for you. Let's order room service. What would you like? In the morning, it's the little things. I'll get you a coffee from Starbucks downstairs. I'll bring it up for you.
Yes.
A little croissant. You stay in bed, watch some TV, check your
Yes,
iPhone. I'll be back. Here we go. Have another session. You're feeling a bit tired? We don't need to go out, honey. Let's just stay in bed and relax. We'll go out for lunch. Relax. This is a holiday. It's not a... Just relax. Took her out. I had fans who'd taken me. I remember the last day that we were together, she started bawling her eyes out. She goes, Arch, you're like a movie star.
What?
Because all the fans had taken me out. We went to fancy restaurants. We went to the Marina Bay Sands, the top of the building, 57th floor. We had cocktail. We had 2 Singapore. We didn't have to order anything. It just went up there.
No.
We had fun.
You tell her iced tea.
I got to tell you, we had an amazing time there. Tim S., $5. Super chatting to keep this internet on. Please don't end the stream before the story is complete. And Doc, BBC, $2. I don't want to live having always done right things. Let me tell you this. So I remember this like yesterday. First day she arrived, we got the Mercedes. We took her back. Next day, we met fans for lunch. We had an amazing lunch. And because she was my girlfriend, whatever she wanted, we had. They were kissing her ass because she's with me. You understand?
The Panthers.
We had an amazing dinner. Slept in. Next day, we didn't get out until like 11 o'clock. I went and got coffee and that. Another fans. We went out to this private club, like really expensive. The guy brought a 5970 in platinum to show me.
Ooh.
Then we went to his private whiskey club. He was connected really, really well. And then after a few drinks, I said to her, honey, let's just go. She said, do you want to go at night? I said, honey, why don't we go back and have a bit of fun at home in our apartment? So we left. I remember she was crying her eyes out the day, so she was there, I think it was 3 nights, 4 days, crying her eyes out. I don't want that. You're like a movie star. We're in a movie together. That's what she said to me. And this is the thing. It's the little attention to detail. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
let me tell you this. Humble pie, $5 for Stefano to get coffee to stay awake. I'm going to end this very soon. So her flight was 6 a.m. the next morning. She said, I'll go to the airport myself. No, I'm going with you. I'm going with you to put you on the right plane. Carry your luggage. This is what you do. Do you understand?
That's right. You
Be
have to
a man.
Be a man.
Be a man.
That's right.
I got to tell you a bit of a funny story about this. I got completely at the whiskey club. I got a bit crazy, and it was hedonistic fun, right? I don't know if I should tell you this story. Do you want me to tell you this or not?
Sure.
No
why
one's
not?
watching. Okay, I said to her, can you give me a love bite as a souvenir? Because
Ooh.
my skin is pretty good. It goes away.
Yeah.
Because I was drunk. She bit the shit out of me.
Ooh.
And it was massive.
Oh.
When I came back to the wife,
Uh-oh.
I had to wear a fucking tie for a week.
That's
You
a good one.
understand?
Yes,
You
sir.
understand?
Oh, yeah.
And when we had makeup sex, when I came back, I had to wait till nighttime because I didn't want the fucking lights.
To see it.
You know what I'm saying, don't you?
Ha ha ha. You scandalous man, you.
And I got to tell you, Stefano, it was a great story. The only problem is, Stefano, wrapping up this story, I really loved her.
Oh.
I loved her beyond love, right? I really, really loved her. And unfortunately, Stefano, what happened is she's a lonely girl. She was a widow, and she ended up sending me. Okay, so I said to her, "Come to Hong Kong. Come to Snow." She said, "I'm busy." So we had a couple trips. I went to her. It's a long story. The romance never lasts like it does. Okay.
Right.
Then she sent me. She said, "I just came back." She went to America. She sent me some photos, and I saw this photo. It was. Are you into photography or not really?
A little bit.
Okay, perfectly composed, perfectly angled just right on a bridge with the sun and this. I said to her, "Who the hell took this photo? This isn't a tourist who took this photo. This is a new boyfriend."
Uh-oh. Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Do you understand? Like, was it wrong of me to... I said a few things that didn't translate well in Google Translator.
Oh,
Something about
okay.
riding cock carousels and when are you going to let me on again?
Oh.
Which I don't think translated into Japanese with
No.
Google Translate.
No.
She actually refused to ever talk to me again. In fact, I rang her on her birthday. She refuses to answer.
Oh. It must have been highly offensive what you told her.
I think it didn't. But you understand why I was angry. Am I allowed to
of
be
course.
angry or not?
Well, I don't know. Do you think you should have been angry even though you were married? Ah. I mean, I know you're a good man, so I know deep down inside how you feel about that. I know. Listen, you can play the pontiff role with them and yell at them, but I know you're a good man down in your heart.
Yeah.
Your heart's bigger than your head. Just the way you were a
I-
gentleman explaining, you carried her luggage, you got the Starbucks, you got the little croissant. Honey, relax. I'll be back. You know, do your phone, whatever. You did the right thing. You were two ships passing each other at night.
I know.
That's all it was.
I know.
But it was great while it lasted, wasn't it? You have great memories from it.
On my deathbed, Stefano.
God forbid, don't say that. You're too young.
No, but I'm saying
right.
That's something in if you were stuck somewhere, you would relive those 4 days. I can still remember everything. Detail. You know what I'm saying?
You can remember her scent, her touch,
you know what?
Kiss, everything.
I got to tell you, LA Meth Witch, $2, great stream art. Let me tell you this.
Thank you.
How much is that experience worth? Like let's put it into money,
it's
right?
Priceless. It's priceless. Like you said, when you're on your deathbed fading away, that's all you'll have. I look at it this way. We're born naked. We go out with a suit and tie.
Yeah.
We made it. Even if we did nothing else, we made it because we have our memories.
Yes. So, I mean, it's kind of sad. You know what I mean,
It is.
Stefano?
It is.
I wish I probably didn't say some of the things about the cock carousel.
Well, that's the thing. They how do I translate this? Okay, the Greeks say the tongue has no bones, but bones it can crush.
I see. I didn't mean to have it say that.
No, I know.
I mean,
you
I
were
still
just
like
jealous.
her. Yes.
Yes.
I actually still very, very fond of her, to be completely honest.
Because you had 4 magical, speechless moments. Days.
Yeah.
Her scent, her touch, her kiss.
Yeah.
The way you fondled her hair. You can still remember every second, I'm sure of it.
But Stefano, it's burnt. I burnt it through. I suppose maybe.
Well, you were married. If you weren't married, would you have ended up with this woman? Could you have seen yourself more than just a lover? We all have things that we regret, especially when it comes to relationships. I thought I found that I didn't think. I was young, dumb, and full of cum, but I found the right girl in the Philippines. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't bring her home to mama and say, that's your future daughter-in-law. She has 2 kids from another guy. Mm-hmm. It wasn't acceptable in my family.
No, of course not.
No, we weren't, the Rockefellers, but we had, we were I don't know, we were good family, upper middle class.
Hey, you know what? Let me just tell you this, Wizard. Me and you aren't as strange as you might say. My second wife, I had a Thai lady who had 2 kids from another. Okay, exactly like you said. I told my dad I wanted to bring her here. You know what he said to me? He said, "Son, you're living in my house rent-free because you're on your bones of your ass." He said, "If you marry such and such, you're going to have to start paying market rent. I'm not subsidizing your decision process."
You're.
And he said to me, my dad was a bit.
Your family
they were they're not racist. He's not.
No.
He's actually got an Asian girlfriend now. But at the time, he said to me, "I don't know why you like these Asian things." He said,
"Exotica, Dad, forbidden fruit."
Yeah, it was good for John Lennon, sunshine.
There you go.
And he said to me, "Why don't you at least find one of these Asian things who at least has got permanent residency, PR, and has got hopefully a bloody job?"
If
and
not,
you know what?
maybe some money.
As awful as he was to say that to me, you know what? He was actually right.
Well, of course.
You know what I'm saying, Stefano, or not?
Of course I do.
And I think I'm going to wrap this up. Diz Hertz, 15. How are you doing, Arch and Stefano? How much to get on? Look, today, guys, I'm wrapping it up. Tomorrow, come on tomorrow. Come on tomorrow. Come on tomorrow. I gotta tell you, Stefano, seriously.
When you end this live, I'll let you know something in the back room.
Okay. Okay, guys. We will be back tomorrow. Diz hurts $6. Arch, can you make me a Monty Python? I can't.
A Monty Python impersonation.
I have to work on that. That's. I love Monty Python. I will be back tomorrow, guys. This is 2.5 hour stream. We had great fun, great chats. We'll be back tomorrow. See you later.
Thanks for watching the Pond.